Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Hello.
Hey,
Hope everyone had a good long weekend.
Why would we have a long weekend?
No. Easter? Nobody had good long weekends?
we don't get anything Easter related off, so.
Oh. I don't know, maybe it's because
Only select places.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, we had Friday and Monday off. Well, at least I had Monday off.
I see.
I think it's because my hospital that I work at is like a Catholic hospital.
Yep,
Or-
that would definitely be it. Because you had Good Friday, Friday.
Yeah, but we had a lot of places that were closed on Friday. Like I think it's like a bank holiday.
Well, not in the sign-in industry.
No, like, stuff was still open around me on Sunday. I went to Bojangles. If you guys know what that is.
Can't
If
say I
not,
do.
that's...
It sounds fun.
It's just like a chicken place.
All right, everybody ready to go?
I think so.
I believe so.
Okie dokie. You guys left off having rescued Ranear from the Zhentarim hideout, only to find that Floon, the person you're actually after, had been kidnapped from the kidnappers and is being held by Grunshar, who you believe, or Ranear believes and told you, is a part of the Xanathar Guild, which is the ones with the eyeball tattoos. I believe you guys prepared a letter, which read, but we have not sent it yet. So you guys are huddled away from Ranear, discussing what to do in the little tavern down on the dock ward, where you guys took your long rest.
Alrighty.
So, what are you guys doing? It's the morning, roughly, 8 or 9 in the morning, however late you guys decided to get up, that's fine. Rainier is waiting for you as you guys are discussing your plan.
Okay, so we have the letter thought up, right? We kind of agreed on what we're gonna send on over. Let's see what Rainier thinks of our plan, so to speak.
Yeah, we should probably do that. I think we need him on board.
It would definitely help the situation, that's for sure.
Okay.
All right.
You guys heading over there?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go to where Rainier is.
He is sitting at a kind of a corner table, looks up at you all as you approach. What do you say?
So we'll say to him, Rainier, I think we've come up with a plan to hopefully get Floon and Grunshar out of the sewers, and we're hoping that you'll play a part in that plan.
I'm all ears.
Well, we have this piece of paper here, and I think Inoki's got it. It's a magical piece of paper called the Paperbird, and we're able to write a message on it, and it will go directly to who it's intended for. So what we're thinking is that we send this letter to Grunshar saying that the person that he has does not have the information that they're looking for. And we're kind of assuming that a lot of these gangs here are looking for your father's supposed treasure stash. So what we're thinking is we send this over to him and arrange a meetup with you in exchange for Floon. So kind of like a hostage trade, so to say. Of course, we don't really plan on letting them have you. It'll all be kind of for show, where we have you staged in a certain area and we'll be prepared for an ambush. That's kind of what we've thought so far. We just kind of want to know if you'd be on board with it, because it does reside a lot on you.
I'm happy to play my part. Where are you guys thinking of conducting this meeting and when?
Well, I definitely think that the sooner the better. You know, the longer that they have Floon, the longer that they might realize, well, he's not you, or he doesn't have any information that can help them, and that could lead to some bad things. We were all talking, and I think meeting a little bit outside of the city walls might be really the only way to convince them to leave the sewers where they're safe, and kind of bring them out into the open. Now, of course, if we're outside the city walls, there might not be as many guards there to help us, but really, I don't think we could have think of anything else that would really bring Grunshar out of the sewers.
A sound and reasoned plan, my friends. Where outside the city are you thinking?
Well, I believe that there's a very small little forest kind of just north of the Rivergate exit. I think maybe setting up the meeting around there would give us the opportunity to prepare ourselves, hide ourselves away, and of course we're going to have some people escorting you just to make sure that everything kind of goes smoothly. At least that's what you can say to Grunshar and things like that. If they show up, this is all banking on the hope that they read the message and respond to it.
He goes, I'm familiar with that area. There's a rather large tree set around some ruins that would probably make a good meeting spot.
Yes, perfect. So, we would have you kind of out in the open a little bit with, we're going to pair up, I believe, Benedict, you're going to be one of them that's going to be with him, and Inoki, you as well.
I certainly will be. I can hold his weapon if needed.
Mm-hmm. So we just think that the allure of your father's treasure would be enough to hopefully bring them out of the sewers, and hopefully they'll bring back Floon unharmed, and we can everyone can get home safely.
Fair enough, and I'm happy to help, but he'll certainly bring a contingent with him. You guys must be ready for that.
Yes, we assumed as much, that he probably wouldn't come out of the sewers unprotected at all, so we are expecting that.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Whatever you guys think, I'm on board.
Okay.
Should we put a time in our note to Grunshar? Like sunset or something like that?
That's probably a good idea. Do you
So
want it to be sunset?
Ranear will write out the note for you. As the magic works, when he signs his name, he has to be the one writing it. If you want it to come from him.
Yeah, it is going to come from him. We'll kind of relay the words that we would want on the letter to him, and you can pencil in sunset somewhere on there.
At sunset. Okay. So I'll just do the exact note that you sent me. This is Ranear Neverember. Your men stole a man from the warehouse who was kidnapped. The man, Floon, you have does not have any valuable information. Bring him to the forest outside the river gate to the north at sunset in exchange for treasure location.
Perfect.
All right. He writes that up and says he's ready to send it if you are.
Okay. Now, Brackfoot, you were planning on maybe tracking them from the sewers to kind of notify us when they're on their way, or what did you think?
Yeah, though I'm not entirely sure how I would figure out which sewer they come from.
Well, I believe that the sewers have their insignia on them, I believe. But it might be a little bit of a needle in a haystack kind of search. But maybe, at the very least, you could maybe post outside near the river gate, because that would be the exit coming out.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. Well, I think that's as good a plan as any. What does everyone else think?
Yep.
Sounds like we have an idea.
Okay, are you ready to send the note as written, or do we need to hold off?
So it's morning time, correct? Right now.
Yep.
Okay. So it does give us a little bit of time to go there and prepare and get ready. So what does everybody think? Just send it off?
Maybe we send it like while we're on the way, so like they don't get there first. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's a good idea. We should get a good lay of the land and kind of plan where we're going to be, and then send the letter, because the letter goes straight to them. It doesn't seem to matter the distance. So I think that's a good idea. I think we should head towards where we plan to have this meeting occur, and then send the letter from there.
Here's a question. Do we have a way for me to communicate with y'all as I'm tracking them?
No.
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 Do we want to go to that one weird store real quick, see if we can find anything?
To Zabla's to see if he has anything for communication.
Yeah.
Sure. Can't hurt.
All right. How far is that from where we are?
Oh, just a little ways, but Rainier says that Zablav's doesn't have much of anything in regards to the magic items that you're after. However, I can point you in a good direction if you wish to go. Up in the trade ward.
Oh, okay. Is there someone that maybe sells some items, magical items or something that can help us communicate over distances?
I don't know specifically, but if you're gonna find anything, you will find it at the Blue Door Provisional.
Okay. Well, sounds like that should be our first stop then. Say we start making our way over there now.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys head down, or head up rather, to the trade quarters, are you guys doing anything specific or?
Well, I'm feeling
Walking.
yeah, walking. We're walking, and I feel like I should go directly to that store, or we can kind of look around, see if there's anything else that piques anyone else's fancy while we're around here.
Yeah, so Rainier will lead you guys towards the trade ward, and nestled in the shadow of the honorable knight statue, which I'll put you guys a little deal there so you can see it. It's located right there. In the shadow of this gigantic statue is a small shop with a bright blue door on it. And that's where Rainier leads you to.
Right. I'm gonna head on in.
This will go in.
All right. Heading into the shop, you guys see basically everything that you could desire of magical items and mundane weapons and armory. This trade shop contains all kinds of neat and fascinating objects. An older man sits at the back, while two men who look similar to him but a little bit younger are bustling about the shop.
Do they have any arrows?
They have anything that you could possibly imagine that's of a mundane or on the adventuring table. And then they have all kinds of cool potions and curious magic items and stuff. So if there's something specific, you just have to ask one of the people working there.
I'll just grab like 10 arrows and ask them how much it'll be.
Whatever the dang normal price is. Let me look it up.
I think it's a gold per 10.
I would imagine that's correct. I'm just... If my internet wasn't slow, it'd pull up. There we go. Yeah, 1 gold for 20 arrows.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just spend the 1 gold. Call it even. Put 20, buy 20 arrows.
Fair enough. Approaching the counter, the man introduces himself as Emmett Witzpeak Sr. He is the proprietor of the shop, and he introduces his son and grandson, Emmett Witzpeak Jr. and Emmett Witzpeak III. And says, "Is this going to be all for you?"
I guess we were also looking for something else, some sort of item that we can communicate through.
Oh, I bet we could come up with something. Are you needing just communication between one or more of you, or do you all need something?
I think a one-to-one communication device would be enough, or a means to communicate one-to-one with someone.
Okay. He
Instantaneously, I should mention.
He rummages around in the back and pulls out 2 rings, and says that these are rings of sending. You can send short messages back and forth to each other.
And how much for the pair?
The pair would cost 500 gold. And Rainier pops in and says, "Since you saved me, I shall pick these up for you, if this is what you want."
Well, if they're paid for, then it's definitely what I want.
Okay. So the rings, you can cast the 3rd level evocation sending, right? You send a short message of 25 words or less, to somebody that you're familiar with, and you can do it 10 times per day. Or 10 times per short rest before they need to recharge. And you have to attune to the item.
Okay. Well, one's going to Brackfoot over here. And then... I feel like it should go with either you, Benedict, or Inoki, who's going to be with... Ranear. I believe...
Oki can have it.
Alright, there we go.
I'm not a fan of rings.
Oh, all right.
Alright, so those two will get that. And then, since we're here, do you happen to have 10 gold worth of spices and herbs and incense?
Oh, yeah. So if you need to max out your components, he's got some stuff for you, no problem.
Alright, so I'm going to buy 10 gold of that. And then, does he also have any sort of, like, inks and papers for spellcraft at all?
Yeah, he can hook you up.
I'd have to look up the price on those, because I'm not sure.
You want blank scrolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the normal price is for.
Alright, I'll check that out.
What was the item that we just got? The rings?
So they're a pair, and they're each a ring of sending. So you cast the 3rd level spell, sending.
Okay.
Just as it's written, so you can just look it up. Sending 25 words or less at one time. You can send it out, and then get a response, I think.
Cool.
Sending go to any person or just the other ring?
So these are paired rings, so they'll go directly to ring.
Okay.
It takes a short rest to attune to it, correct?
Yeah.
Or is it a long rest?
You guys aren't doing anything, so you don't have any other things that you've attuned to, so you can automatically attune to them if you want for this purpose.
Roger.
But yeah, you do have to attune because you can only attune to 3 things. So.
Alright. I'll look for the spell scroll stuff later. I'll just take the 10 gold worth of stuff.
You're good. I think you can just buy it. It's not the paper and pens that are the big deal. So
yeah, it's the actual like spell casting, whatever it is. I don't know if I have to pay that first, like as you know what I mean. Like that's...
you have to pay it. You have to pay it when you do it. So it's like 2 copper for an ink pen. 1 ink bottle, 1 ounce is 10 gold, and then 1 sheet of parchment, or I guess 1 sheet of paper that you need is 2 silver each.
Okay. Paper. And
I'll throw that in the chat so we can remember.
Yeah.
So paper is 2 silver per sheet. And yeah, just on the adventuring guide, if you guys want to look stuff up in the future.
All right.
Unless I tell you differently, the prices are the same.
Okay, well, I'll just stick with the 10 gold for the component stuff. Alright.
Okay. Anybody else want to do something while we're in the Blue Door Provisionals?
Do they have anything that could heal sicknesses or ailments of that sort?
Yeah. So are you looking for... Let's see. So they have cure disease, I believe it is, or let's see. Yeah, they'll have some potions that can cure disease or poison. They also have some like regeneration and restoration potions, but they're all pretty expensive.
What's the range?
So the minimum cost for those for like a cure poison or cure disease and or a minor wounds health potion are 50 gold.
Oh, okay.
You can also get some. Let's see, if there's a spell that you're looking for that does something, you can get scrolls. Since you can cast those, and like first level ones are 25 gold.
Okay. I'll take note of that.
Anything else? Anybody going once? Going twice? All right. What else are we doing? Now that we're done shopping.
So we have the ring. Should we go to the location and kind of plan where everyone's going to be?
Yes.
All right. You guys head out the river gate and through this extra little defensive position and around to here. It takes you guys a good hour and a half to kind of walk all that distance. And did everybody go or did anybody else stay back? Everybody went to the spot?
I think we're all
Except
gone.
for Breakfoot.
Yeah.
Breakfoot, did you go with them?
Yeah, I did.
Perfect. All right, this is the spot you are led to. Good little area in the forest. And you can use your measuring tool if you want. It's 150 by 100 feet.
Okay. Are these down like here? Sorry, hold on. Like down here, are these like old vines or something leading up to
Yeah,
the
they're
big
roots
tree?
to a big tree that sits up down to the south a little bit.
Okay.
You can kind of see the shadow.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Okay. So we got to lay the land. Where do you guys think we should set this whole thing up?
I think Ranear maybe, and myself possibly in front of the big tree.
Yeah, I was thinking that's a good spot over here, like you said.
So I'll hide, but like at the furthest point away. But also, like, I have a clear path to shoot. I don't know where that would be.
Which
Oh,
direction?
hold on, don't move yet, guys.
Which direction would you say we would be coming in from? Like, if anyone was kind of walking along this path, which direction would they be coming from? Like the west side, or I guess this side over here.
So it sort of depends on which way they come.
Okay.
But you would imagine that over here is probably the most likely. But it's possible they'll come from this way as well.
Which way did we kind of come from if we exited from the river gate?
You came from the left side.
Okay.
So
Which
what's
is actually
like the plan?
to the south.
Do we just like they show up, we shoot them? Like,
Well, I think we should wait. So we're gonna kind of loosely bind Rainier with some very poorly tied up rope, and
Why
then
would we bind him? He's the one who agreed to the.
oh, true enough, we don't even have to bind him. But I think once the exchange happens and we kind of have Floon with us, or at least with Benedict or behind Benedict and Inoki, then we can kind of take action. We don't
how
want.
are we gonna know it's Floon? Rainier's the only one that actually knows what he looks like, right?
Volo described him, didn't he?
Yeah, you guys have a pretty good idea of what he's supposed to look like, but you don't know exactly. You've never seen him before.
Sure, Rainier can let us know if that's him.
He can
Some sort
certainly
of
give you some kind
signal?
of indication if you want.
And then Inoki's going to be he has the ring of sending, and he could notify Brackfoot once Rainier kind of gives him that confirmation. Or we could wait on a signal from either Benedict or Inoki. If you guys make some kind of signal, we'll kind of launch the surprise attack on them.
Yeah, I think we probably want to wait until we get Floon, or at least are close enough to Floon that we can try and get him out of the fray.
Yeah, we definitely want him kind of out of harm's way, or at least behind you and Inoki at the very least. And then we can try and our best to take them down and get Rainier back, because we don't want to lose him either.
Oh. Is everybody ready then to go
Well,
through with it?
let's figure out our positions then. Us waiting in the wings here. Are we just gonna be hiding behind trees? Are you going up in a tree? What do you think?
I mean, how are these trees looking? Like, where would this give me a vantage point? Like over here, if I hid in this tree.
So you would have a pretty good alley right through here, wherever you see. But once that trees would block you, and so you can see probably to here when you have. Let me see if you have your line. So like here to here, you're clear. You can see my measuring tool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but then if it gets into the trees a little, then they start getting like partial cover.
Guess the best spot would probably be up in this tree then.
Okay.
The most ideal tree, I think.
Then I could go in like this one.
Okay, I will tell you that the trees that you're picking are kind of just right out next to the road here. So while you will have some cover and a little advantage, you're not going to be super well hidden.
Hey,
Alright, maybe I'll like
what
go back
about
in here.
what about this tree all the way over here?
So that would be an alright one too, and you'd have pretty good advantage, but then that tree here, oops, sorry.
If
That tree
they-
here, it would give you some kind of, they would get partial cover as they're behind here, which just it ups their AC. Now you can still see a little, but because the tree's not like super dense, but there's enough leaves and stuff that it makes a little difficult to hit the shot. But
You
you're
can back
clear.
up a
But
little.
if they're like, yeah, back up a little. If they're like here, then it's okay, probably.
Yep.
So can I go like
So-
back? Can I go back here? Is this okay down here?
That'd be fine if you want to be there, but again, you're pretty close to the road. If you want to get way back in here, it'd be a little bit more secretive.
Yeah, I didn't know how much elevation there was or whatever. Like I don't know if this tree goes up or it's just like flat behind us.
Okay. So, you guys, we've got about 3 hours until sunset. So, Elceris and Dacel, when are you going to be up in the tree, and how much time are you spending, like, hiding yourself?
Well, I don't
Are
think
we
we have
doing
to. I don't think we have to be there the entire time. I think like how long would it take us to kind of get into position if we were from the road, kind of running into these spots?
It'd take you just a couple turns to get up there. But if you want to spend some time hiding and getting yourself a good position where you can still shoot and do everything well, it'll take some time to finagle that for yourself. So my question is,
Take that
do you just
time.
want to climb up the tree and be there, or do you want to spend some time like maybe cutting a couple branches away so you have like a good spot and you're hidden well?
I think that's probably what we would do, kind of situate ourselves so we're pretty well hidden, but got the good vantage point.
Okay.
At least that's what I would do. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So I'll just give you guys basically max on your stealth so that you guys are, because you're taking so much time to hide yourselves. Inoki and Benedict, are you guys hanging out with Ranear?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand next to him.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to, he's going to stand kind of just right where he's at, right in between those two pillars. Do you guys want to stand in front or behind him or?
A little in front and to the side. About where I'm at.
Same thing, Inoki?
Yep.
Okay. And Brackwater, what are you doing?
I will head to the river gate now that they're figured out where all they're going to be and
Okay.
hide
Go
up
back.
there somewhere.
Let's go back to the big map then, and let me throw Brackwater.
You did send the note, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess.
yeah, that's
Yeah, we'll send that as Brackfoot kind of heads towards the gate, I guess, because it's probably gonna take. It's still gonna take some time for them to come. I guess he's got time to get there.
So Brackfoot, you know from just walking there, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how fast you're walking from here to the deal, and you have to walk down this path, through this gate, around this little corner, and then over. Does that make sense? The path they're gonna take, or supposedly?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Where do you want to be? As this place out here is pretty barren.
Maybe go
And-
for a little like social. Like, is there kind of people directly outside the gate, or is it like nobody outside the gate?
So there's nobody just like hanging out, standing there besides some guards. So you're certainly out of place if you're just standing there. And obviously you're a little bit recognizable standing out in the open.
Yeah. Could I go in the gates and like kind of blend in with the crowd as well as a bunny can?
You can. So what we'll do is there's a couple little alleys here. So we're going to put you real small. Do you want to be on the south or north side?
Let's be on the north side.
Okay. So you're going to kind of tuck into an alley there with a clear view, and you should be able to tell sort of what's going on.
And I will keep an eye out for the group.
All right. As far as the group goes, are you guys going to put any forward scouts out, or just kind of where you guys are at right now is good?
Hold on. Let me check my spells. I guess I'll only last for 10 minutes. Never mind. I guess we'll just chill.
I'll walk up here and just keep an eye looking both ways. I have an idea, when they're actually arriving, which way they're coming from. And then I'll go back to my other spot once I see them.
Okie dokie. All right, so unless anybody says something different, we're gonna kind of get towards sunset. All right.
We're as ready as we're gonna be, I think.
Brackfoot, make me a perception roll. So it's getting kind of close to the appointed hour, and you notice a group of sorted hooded figures walking towards the river gate and out. However, you don't notice them pulling along anyone or anything. Three hooded figures walking out. And you catch a glimpse of that eyeball tattoo.
Okay, I'll use my ring of sending to say to Anoki. I see three of them. No Floon, from what I can tell.
Are you going to hold position or wait for a response first?
I'll make my way out, but follow him at quite a distance. Just try to keep him in eye line.
Okay. Anoki, you get that message. What do you do?
Do I have can I respond to that without casting it?
No.
Nope. Okay.
So yeah, it counts against your 10 each time you send a message.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna come over to Benedict and let him know that Brackfoot just told me that he sees three suspicious guys, but no one bound, or basically it looks like they're not bringing Floon.
All right. You're following at quite a distance, Brackfoot. Let me get back over here. They make it sort of out this gate. You continuing to follow them?
Yes.
Okay. So continuing to move on, they actually stop at just outside this building right here. And one of them kind of knocks on the door. What are you doing?
Do I see anything I could kind of not like make a scene with, but like casually get behind to hide?
Yeah, I mean that's fine. You can find like a hay bale or something out there.
Okay, I'll hide behind that.
All right. So a couple minutes go by, and a much larger group starts walking out of that building. The three hooded figures that you can see, three shorter figures that are kind of bundled up, that look to appear to be goblinoids of some kind, a tall orc in robes walks out, along with a orcish looking humanoid that's about 6'10" and looks pretty beefy.
Okay. I'll say again through the ring of sending. They stopped, added 5 more people to their group. There's now 8 headed your way. Still no Floon that I can...
I do apologize. Floon, you do see a bound figure come out behind them.
Oh, okay. And then I'll say, looks like they have Floon.
Okay. What are you doing? Are you going to trail them? Or are you going to try to get ahead of them? Or
would it be possible for me to, like, still trail them at a distance without arising their suspicion? Or
Yeah, so this is like some farm fields and hay fields. There's not a bunch of trees, but there's like some tall grass that you can kind of duck behind and a hay bale here and there that you can jump behind. So as long as you're careful about it.
I'll do that. And if they look at me, I'll just nibble on grass and pretend I'm a bunny.
Fair play. All right, Benedict. You see and hear some commotion coming from the left side of the map here. El Cerise, you also hear it. And let me pull all the figures out here.
Back to my spot.
The bigger tokens make them more intimidating.
Now I'm gonna shrink them down. They come out as like a standard size. But the big maps that these fit on well are like, it takes so long to load. All right, approaching you guys is a bunch of figures all coming towards you. And Brackfoot, I'm going to put you on the map, but we're going to say that you're about 150 feet behind them. I think that's probably pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not on the map yet. All right, this group is approaching you. What are you guys doing as of right now?
Saying to the Rainier and Noki, looks like they're coming from the left.
That's a lot more than. It didn't sound like as many.
I said specific numbers, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm making banter.
Okay.
He's RPing, okay?
Okay.
Ease. All right, guys. Let's go in turn order here. Brackfoot, I think you're going to be following them at 150 until they stop. El Cerise, as they're walking through here, you've caught sight of the little group. They do not see you. What are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna ready my bow, but keep trying to hide and pay attention to what they're doing.
Fair enough. Darcel, you can't quite see anything yet. Is there anything you want to do as of right now?
Currently, so let me see something. Far away. From where I'm at right now, can I scooch a little bit closer to these guys? Not like 5 feet. I just want to make sure I'm within 30 feet of these guys.
So right now you've got yourself a pretty comfortable spot that you've put together.
All right.
If you want to move up, you can, but you might reveal your hiding spot. I'm gonna make you roll stealth and a bunch of other stuff.
All right. I'll stick to where I am then.
Okay. Inoki and Benedict, are you guys doing anything as this group approaches?
Trying to look menacing.
I'm gonna use my ring and I'm gonna ask Breakfoot, you haven't been seen, have you?
I'll send back. I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna move them a couple times, so call out if you guys want to do anything, but they'll get to about there.
Before they get there, I want to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, it only lasts.
I think it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Yep.
All right. Concentrating on that. They move kind of towards this bridge. They'll get up to here.
How close is Brackfoot at this point?
I'm going to move him in just a minute. Blackfoot is right there. He walks up to you and says, "Are you Ranear?" And Rainier's like, "Yes. Where is the treasure?" And Rainier kind of pauses and looks at you guys, looks over at Benedict for some help here.
Floon first. You can walk over to our side.
So they kind of unhood him and move him closer. He is still bound in his chains, or not chains, really, just
Gagged.
gagged and hooded. And he says, "We'll release him when we have the information that we want."
Take his hood off.
They take the hood off, and a kind of red blonde locks fall out. Clearly the description that you guys have got.
Can I attempt to silently move up to about there, maybe?
Yeah, give me a stealth roll. And Grunshar is looking at you impatiently, and Rainier is looking at you guys because you didn't really tell him what to say.
Look back at Rainier. Well, what's the location?
He kind of looks around and he goes, "I don't know the location." And backs up a little.
You were telling us it was in the dock area, correct? There's a cavern.
Make me a deception roll.
Well, wow, actually real well.
He says, Grumshar gets excited. He goes, "Where? You say? In a cavern where?" And Rainier kind of steps up again and he goes, "So yeah, in the, what'd you say, the dock ward?"
Yeah, you. Believe that's what you're saying last night, correct? It was the dock area. I'm not really from here, but is this
Yes.
the dock thing?
You can see that Grumshar is excited and he goes, "Very well. We shall give you Floon, but Rainier will lead us to the treasure."
That wasn't the deal.
Well, that's the deal now.
We'll draw you a map.
No. Tell me now. We'll exchange prisoners here. Floon will go with you. Rainier will come with us. Or we shall kill you all.
You could try. Or we could stick to the original bargain.
Alright, these bandits start kind of just moving up slightly. And these goblins are holding on to Floon, sneering. It's a Mexican standoff here. What are you guys doing?
Did I successfully move up?
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh, kicked me out of the game. Why did it do that? Gosh darn it, I had everything set up. Yeah, so you find a nice little place to tuck yourself back there.
While this is happening, can I cast Hunter's Mark on the guy nearest to me, I guess?
Yeah, that's fine. Is it noticeable when you cast Hunter's Mark? I don't actually know.
I don't think it is. I can mystically mark it.
Fair enough. All right. Grumshar looks at you, says, "Enough of this. Either hand over Ranear, or we will kill you."
I'll walk up to him. We're not handing him over. You hand over Floon.
And he just kind of shakes his head and laughs. All right. I think it's initiative time. Unless anybody wants to try something else. El Cerise, you can go ahead and attack if you want pre-initiative since you readied an action.
Oh, yeah, I'll attack the guy. Hunter's marked that one.
Rocket.
Um,
11 unfortunately misses.
oh no.
So everybody, you guys see an arrow come flying out of the woods. El Cerise has started combat.
At that point, seeing that arrow kind of launch out, would I be able to kind of want to hop out of where I'm hidden, get a little bit closer, and then I want to cast Bless if I can.
It's going to be on your turn order, though, so you got to roll me a...
Are we doing initiative first, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Initiative.
Alrighty, we'll do that then.
I have a freaking +6 initiative modifier, and I roll a 7. So,
Nat
so
one.
I get a 7. Yeah.
You crit failed. You're distracted by a carrot or something.
That looks like some tasty grass.
All right, there you go. So there, that matters. Yeah, I think they're gonna go all the way last, even after your ordeal. So that'll be this. So Ranear draws his weapon and just kind of steps back, waiting for you guys to do your thing. Benedict, it is your turn.
Well, since I saw that arrow fly, I'm sure I'm gonna go right up to him and take a swing at him with my axe. 19?
Against Grunshar? Yeah, that hits.
Cool. 10 damage.
He takes a terrible shot right in his side. He's not feeling very good. Inoki.
A 20-foot cube would cover everybody, but those goblins look bloodthirsty. So we won't do that. Hold on, is it a action to do my thing?
I don't know what your thing is, but probably. Or a bonus action.
It is an action. Okay. I'll come up here. Also, is it still light out or is it dark now?
It's kind of getting towards sunset.
Okay, sunlight's
So
in
it's still
city.
light
That's
out.
what I was asking. I didn't know if I was being affected by that right now.
No, you're not being
Okay.
blinded by sunset.
All right.
you're
I
good.
will use I'll expend a wild shape to activate my symbiotic energy,
Okay.
and that is my action.
All right. Grunshar howls in pain as Benedict hits him and then launches burning hands at you guys. You need to make a DC 12 dex save. Can you do it? As his
15.
hands erupt to both Anoki and Benedict.
Can I use my reaction with Halo of Spores to deal 1d6 necrotic damage to him?
You can.
Can I also use my reaction as a Mage Slayer to attack him? Since
Yeah,
he
is
cast
that how
a
that
spell within
works?
5 if he's within 5 feet of me and cast a spell, I can use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack.
Sweet. That unfortunately is gonna miss. Did you do a dex save, Inoki?
Oh, no, I'm not. Hold on a second. It's Dex. Okay, cool.
All right, so you're gonna take 11 damage, but Benedict, you made it, so you're only gonna take 5.
Cool.
And your reaction should have done some damage.
Oh, yep. Because of the Halo of Spores, it was
Yep.
that. But it, minus 11, so that's...
So he is gonna bounce back behind his people. And Decel, it's your turn.
And Halo of
I'm going to kind of hop out over here, and
Okay.
let me see.
Make me a. If you want to, you can either spend your movement going down, and you'll end up about here, or you can jump out the tree if you want.
I guess I gotta. So, how much movement would it take to kind of get down off the tree?
So they were about 10 feet up, so you got to spend double movement getting down safely, and then you can move to right about where you're at.
Okay. Or okay.
Or you can do an acrobatics check to see if you tumble out safely.
Ooh. Doubt that would happen. Okay, what I'm gonna do is bonus action. I'll kind of misty step
Okay.
down. Kind of right, actually right where I kind of want to be, right around here. Let me just see.
Fair
something.
enough.
I just want to be within 30 feet of these guys here. I'll go a little bit closer. Okay, so I'm gonna cast Bless on Inoki, Benedict, and myself.
Okay.
So the old burning stigmata appears on your guys' hand, and that's my turn.
El Cerise, it's your turn.
Okay, time to try to shoot something again. I guess I'll try to go for that one.
Okay.
Which is... Oh wait, but I had Hunter's Mark on
That one.
that one guy. That guy? Okay.
Yep.
Alright. I'll try to go for that guy then.
So that's going to hit.
Cool. And also, then I can roll for damage by clicking longbow, right?
Mm-hmm. And then I think you
Um,
get extra damage for the Hunter's Mark. Nice. So
Oh,
14
cool.
total damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you fly an arrow through the leaves of this tree, and it sticks right through the guy's neck, and he falls dead. This hobgoblin comes up to you, Benedict, just shaking his head and say, "Attacking was a mistake." Takes a swing at you. Ooh!
Ouch.
Critical. Oh shoot, the damage isn't set up.
Call it 0, maybe 1.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? 14 damage.
Oof.
Alright, critical strike. The bandits are gonna move up, so these guys are gonna... He's gonna rush over to try to get to Decel here. He's casting some nonsense. He's within range. So he's gonna run over here and attack you. The scimitar. 11. I bet that doesn't hit.
It does. If it meets it, beats it. If that's your rule.
4 damage.
All right.
This guy's gonna run around here to attack.
So when he did that, I want to cast Hellish Rebuke on him as a reaction.
Yeah.
All right. So Dex save on him. DC's 14.
I fail.
All right. Oh, hold on. So d10. So he takes 10 points of damage. What kind of damage?
He is regretting his life. All right, these goblins are gonna come over here and attack on Inoki.
Oh, geez.
Ooh, but I think does the 16 hit?
16 does hit.
All right, for 3 damage.
Ow.
And this one's holding on to Ranear Floon, with a knife at his back. Brackfoot. Critical fail on initiative. It's your turn.
Okay. I want to step out to here if I can still do that and stay stealth.
So I mean, yeah, you can kind of tuck yourself along and stay somewhat stealthy. It's about there.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
And then would I see him and
Yep.
be able to shoot him with an arrow? All right.
Yep.
I will attempt to hit him with my short bow.
That'll hit.
And does Floon count as...
So unfortunately, he's considered incapacitated
Okay.
because he's tied up. So no.
Did I have advantage on that roll?
No.
Okay.
No, because he's ready for the fight, even though he doesn't quite see you.
Okay.
And they also have alertness.
Whoops. Wrong button. Let's flip that.
That's all right. 8 damage. He's still not feeling too hot. All right. Ranear is going to attack. This bandit in his face. And Benedict, your turn.
I'm hurting. So I'm going to use Lay on Hands
Okay.
for 9 hit points. So,
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Inoki, your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna use my bonus action to shillelagh my quarterstaff. And I kind of wished I could have kept my thing I activated, but that's fine. So I'm going to beat up the middle goblin first.
Okay.
Wow, I did awesome.
Oh no. Unfortunately, that is not good enough to hit.
Yep, I think they have the same AC as me. Just a bit.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, all right. Grunshar waves his hands and casts a firebolt at Inoki for 13. Does that hit?
13 to 8 to hit? No.
Yeah, 13 misses.
I thought you meant 13 damage.
No, 13 to hit. He misses wildly. All right, Decel, you're up.
Alrighty. I will. I want to try and cast command on this hobgoblin here
Okay.
and tell him to grovel.
Okay. Is it a wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save.
Ooh, I think I
Ooh.
did it.
Yeah, 14.
19.
All right, fair enough. And then
Is that it?
That's it. Unfortunately.
Unfortunate. El Cerise.
Okay. So you didn't succeed in making the hobgoblin grovel then?
I did not.
Unfortunately, he was too wise.
Okay, first I'd like to use my bonus action to move over my hunter's mark to
Okay.
the guy in front of DeSalle, and then... Yeah, and then shoot him.
13 hits.
Okay, cool.
And that's actually enough to... Oh, with the hunter's mark is enough to do it. Once again, from the shadows, an arrow comes flying out right through his chest, dropping him at DeSaille's feet.
And I just thumbs up into the sky. So I don't
Alright.
give away her position.
Benedict, I need you to make me a Constitution save.
Constitution.
See if you're still keeping that Shield of Faith up and running.
No.
Oh no! Unfortunately, it fails. So the hobgoblin's gonna attack you. 16 misses or
Yeah.
hits?
19. So miss
With Shield of Faith is 19 or without?
without.
Okay. Dang, you're tough.
Yep.
All right, the bandits. So one more is going to attack Ranear and hit him for 7 damage. Poor Ranear. And that's it. That's the only one left. And so the two goblins are going to attack. Enoki. Oh no.
On their turn, I want to the one that I missed. I want to use my reaction to deal damage to it since it started its turn next to me.
Yeah.
All right. It's just a D4.
Enoki, I apologize, man. I think you're gonna take a beating on this one.
Yep, probably.
So 6 damage, and then with a critical 11, so 17 total damage.
Oh, do they both roll? Oh yeah.
I have 17 and a 24.
Oh yeah. So that's 12 plus 5. 17.
17 total.
Okay, well, I'm knocked out.
Sorry about that, my man. This goblin, having been
Peck Tactics gave me double 10s.
shot
Okay.
at,
Oh, I'm stupid.
to hit, you mean? Alright, he's gonna tuck himself around Grumshar's little butt here and be terrified. Rainier gets to attack back. Which both those hit. Alright, Rainier does a quick work of this guy on his deal and then comes over here to help Benedict fight. Benedict, you're up.
Seeing my friend go down, I will lean over and cast or use Lay on Hands for my last 1 hit point.
Okay. Anoki, almost before you hit the ground, you have 1 HP. What are you doing?
Oh, does that? Okay.
Yeah, it kind of happens simultaneously, so.
Alright,
You
so
were
I'm not
following.
down. Okay. I didn't remember if 5e does the negative hit point thing.
Nah, you're good.
Okay, so I'm at 1.
Yep,
It's my turn again.
it is.
1 hit point. I don't have much choice. I would like to attack. I cannot. I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
I guess it's 8.
You get 8 back, so you should be at 9. Alright. The cell. Grunshar fires a firebolt at you. 23, I'm assuming hits for 2 damage. And it's your turn to sell.
My precious, precious robes! How dare he burn them? I'm going to Eldritch Blast this hobgoblin over here.
Okay.
All right. 1 second. 1 second.
14 on.
Well, I
misses
also
on
have
13.
I have guidance as well. Or sorry, not guidance. Bless. So a D4.
Oh yeah. Let's see if it bumps you up enough.
16.
Unfortunately, that's still gonna miss.
Ooh.
El Cerise, your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I will use my bonus action to move the hunter's mark to this guy right over here.
Okay.
And I will also try to shoot him.
11 unfortunately misses.
Oh no. Okay, well, that's my turn.
All right. The hobgoblin is gonna swing at disadvantage because he's flanked against one of you two. Against Rainier. Ooh, but he does hit. 8 damage. All right. One of the goblins is attacking Inoki. Misses, and the other one against Benedict.
Same one, or this one I'm going to do the chill touch on. Or not the chill touch, the reaction thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rackfoot, you're up.
Oh, did those miss?
Oh no, I missed you twice, right? 10 misses, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Brackfoot, you're up.
All right. I am going to use my movement to get up to here
Yeah.
and attack with my rapier.
And you should be at advantage, so you'll be flanking there.
Okay. 23.
That hits.
So I'll get the. I keep doing that. I'm an idiot. So get the 10 piercing and then the sneak attack because he's within 5 feet of Inoki.
You run right up and slip your scimitar right under its ribcage, killing it instantly.
Oh, thank God.
Rainier is going to attack this bad boy. And unfortunately, it misses twice. Benedict, you are up.
I am finally going to attack the hobgoblin.
You'll have advantage.
Oh, cool. 16.
Unfortunately, you still miss.
Wait, I got blessed though, don't I?
Oh, yeah. Rock your bless. That might be able to bump you up. That'll do it. You hit him.
Hooray, bless.
Yeah. 8 slashing damage.
All right. Inoki,
Yes.
your turn.
All right. Now that people are actually hitting things, I'm going to try to hit this guy with advantage, like I should have done the first time. So I'm going to try to hit this goblin again. And I did it the right way.
Ooh,
Thank
nice.
Oh, you did. You criticaled hard, and that's enough to knock him out, bashing his head in with your shillelagh. Grunshar is not looking happy. He starts to back away, and he's gonna shoot a firebolt. And well, actually, nope. So he's gonna back away and flee. Desel, you're up.
All right, I'm seeing Grunshar starting to kind of run away. I'm gonna move closer over here, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him in the back. hopefully.
Okay.
All right. Hold on.
That hits.
Oh, okay, good. Hooray. All right. 10 plus 4, go. For 7 force damage.
Blasting him in the back. He falls face first.
All right, and then I gain 6 temporary hit points from killing him.
Right on. El Cerise, you are up.
All right. I guess
Really, the only one you can
since
see is the hobgoblin. Here.
Yeah, since the guy who I hunter's mark is now dead, I would like to move it to the hobgoblin and try to shoot him.
Okay. That hits.
Cool.
Jeez. And once again, collecting scalps like it's their job. El Cerise kills another one. The goblin flees way off the map using his full movement. Does anybody want to chase after him, or are you guys letting him go?
Can I try to shoot him?
You can, yeah, if you want. It'll be at disadvantage, but you might be able to get him.
Can I shoot him after?
Sure.
Executioners.
Let's try.
13 misses.
Oh no. Okay, well, when that happens, I guess I'll hop down the tree and come over here with everybody else.
I'm gonna.
Giselle, you want to try a pop shot at him?
I do. I really do. 20, dirty 20.
That hits.
Yay! Alright, hold on. 10 plus 4. 8
That
force.
isn't enough to do it. Poor fella. Alright, you guys have done it. Floon is bound. Rainier comes up and cut his bindings. You got him back.
Woo!
That went exactly according to plan. No hiccups at all.
Couldn't have planned it any better myself.
That hurt.
Yeah.
All right, what do you get? Sorry, I critical twice on poor Inoki. Got your druid being a frontliner up here. What are you guys doing?
Well, let's talk to Floon here, see how he's doing.
He's a little bit exhausted. He's got some exhaustion levels on him, so you can clearly see that he's somewhat dazed, and he looks like he's been through the ringer. There's some superficial cuts kind of all over him. He's got a deep black eye where it's almost closed up in one, and a bloodied lip. But inspecting him all over, you see that it's mostly superficial. A few days of rest and some recuperation, and he should be all right.
All right. Well, we have to. I think we should get Floon somewhere safe for right now. Rainier, do you know any places we could bring Floon that are safe?
Yeah, let's take him home.
Not a bad
He has
idea.
a house.
Oh, perfect. Let's go to his house. Bring him home. But can we go search these bodies first?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to go to search Grumshar's body.
You guys searching all the bodies together, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can
Um,
I also retrieve the arrows in the bodies? Or are you
Yeah.
guys still...
how many did you shoot?
Let's see. I have 29 left, so I shot 6.
So 2 of them are recoverable, 2 are broken.
Okay.
So as you guys search the bodies, on the goblins, there are little scimitars that look rusty, and some short bows that are in poor conditions. you do find 20 additional arrows. On the human bandits, you also find some kind of cruddy scimitars, and that is it. The hobgoblin has chainmail and a long sword. And Grunshar, you find just some robes, but you also find a potion bottle and a small wand in his pocket.
A wand.
I don't think we know what this wand can do. I can hold on to it if nobody objects. Maybe look into what it can do.
All yours.
By all
Take a
means.
look at the chainmail and longsword.
Yeah, the longsword is just a mundane one, but it's in pretty good shape, as is the chainmail. If you want to take them along, you could try to sell them or something.
Take
Can I take the arrows, or does anybody else want some arrows?
I think you're the only one that uses them.
I think Brackfoot
Cool.
uses arrows too.
Yeah, I shot one, but I'm fine. Right now.
Oh, fair enough.
And you
All
said
right, guys.
you also said there was an empty potion bottle?
No, there's a potion bottle with a potion in it.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, what are you doing? Hanging out in the woods, or are we heading back?
Let's
back
take
inside
our
the city.
loot and return.
All right, so you guys got like 6 scimitars, a long sword, chainmail. Grunshar also had 2 gold pieces on him, along with the potion and the wand.
All right.
All right.
Did you say chainmail?
Chainmail, like a chain shirt, right?
Okay. I'm making a list.
Is that what it's called in this one? Chain shirt. Chain, not chainmail, chain shirt.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, let's head back to Floon's house where we can keep him safe.
All right, back to the big map. All right, so he also lives up in the North Ward here, where the Yawning Portal or Yawning Tavern, Yawning Portal Inn is located. You lead him to a pretty nice house. It's 3 stories, pretty well ordained. Clearly, Floon comes from some money. As you guys get to the door, Ranear says, "I'll take him inside and get him sorted. Thank you guys so much for your help."
Of course.
And he says, "Please." Floon kind of turns around with sort of a busted lip and sort of mumbles, "Yes, thank you. Please come see me in a few days, or if you need something, I'll help you out any way I can."
Now, how do we get in contact with Volo? That's the question.
He's gonna meet you he'll be at the inn if you guys want to go back.
I think it's a good idea to let him know that his friend is safe.
Yeah. Collect payment.
So let's head over to that inn.
Okie dokie. You guys head over to the Yawning Portal Inn. And Floon is over in his little corner, as you saw him last time he was there.
All right, we'll head over to Volo over there.
So, as you guys approach, he'll sort of jump up. I don't want you to come with me. There we go. He says, "What news, my friends? What news?"
We'll kind of regale him with what events had transpired and now how Floon is now back at his home with Ranear currently. We just left them. We just dropped them off at their house.
So he invites you to sit down for drinks as you regale that tale. I'm not sure if everybody wants to sit with him or not.
Sure, I'll sit with them.
We'll take seats.
And he says, "That's amazing. What a tale. Way to get him out and safe. I'm sure Rainier will have some extra guards to watch over them for the next few days."
I hope so. They were some pretty powerful opponents.
Yes, I imagine so. And he's just sort of looking at you all.
So, the promised reward?
Oh, he kind of shakes his head a little and says, I must confess that I don't quite have the coin that I promised." And he sort of looks around sheepishly at you guys.
Okay, what happened to...
Well, he lets on that he never really had any money.
Okay. Well, what do you have?
Are you guys angry at him or looking at him politely, or what are we doing?
I'm very upset looking because he went back on his aforementioned promise of a reward to us. So I am
Well,
not a happy camper right now.
He kind of looks around and thinks, and he goes, "Oh, well, never let it be said that Volo reneges on a promise. Allow me to present something much more valuable." He brings out a scroll, or a tube scroll, and he breaks out a scroll and lays it out in front of you and says, "This is a deed to a remarkable property here in Waterdeep. We'll need a magistrate to witness the transfer. I'll arrange everything. If you inspect the property and deem it satisfactory, it shall be yours."
Wow.
Seems fair.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
property?
It's something that people own where they can go and sleep and live out their lives if they so choose, Inoki.
Oh, like a home.
Yes.
Yes.
So he says, if it's agreed, I'll get you some rooms here for tonight, and then tomorrow morning you can check out the property, and in the afternoon we can go to the courthouse and make it official. Do we have a deal? Only if you like the property, of course.
Well, sounds like it's a little bit worth a little bit more than the reward you promised. So I think we'll check out the property and make our decision then.
Today. So he runs over to the barkeep and hooks you guys up with a couple rooms for tonight, and get you guys drinking and eating all you want. Does anybody want to do anything, or just wait till morning?
I'm gonna
Yes.
look over at Inoki. He's like, I heard you, or it looked like you were looking for some potions that can help cure diseases earlier. What was that about?
Oh, yeah. I'm here for my tribe, actually. They got really sick, and they're not really getting better. They gave me as much gold as they had to come to a human settlement and try to get medicine or something. Kind of desperate.
Well, I don't know how bad it is, but I might be able to help a little bit. At least with a couple of them.
Oh?
Yeah, my God has given me a few abilities. Let me, cure a disease here and there. So, might be worth a shot.
Well, that's great.
But no promises. I'm not that talented.
Anybody else doing anything?
I guess I'll go and get something to drink, something to eat.
Yep, plenty of that for everybody. They've got good ale, wine, and the best food in Waterdeep. If you listen to the critics. All right. Unless anybody else wants to do anything specific tonight, we'll just fast forward to morning.
I just wanna I wanna ask Volo something.
Yeah.
So you're quite the storyteller, aren't you, Volo?
I've been known to twist a tale or two.
Well, our group here is we're quite new to the Adventures game, but clearly we put our money where our mouths are. So if some tales of our exploits were to so happen reach the masses, I don't think some of us here wouldn't mind the little bit of notoriety. Might open up some things for us in the future, if you know what I mean.
He says, I wouldn't worry about that too much, my friend. Ranear has got a big mouth. He'll probably be telling everybody in town what you guys did. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the factions here in Waterdeep or guilds try to recruit you all.
Any worthwhile guilds? Any guilds that have that, maybe that reputation that we might be interested in joining up with?
Oh, there are many. The Emerald Enclave is always a good one. They're all about the nature and whatnot. The Grey Hands are one of the more difficult ones to join. The Harpers are always looking to do a good thing. And of course, the Lord's Alliance is always an important one. They control most of the rich people here in town. But as I said, you have to be invited to join these. Unless one of you guys are already members.
Oh, thank you for the information there. I'll make sure to remember those names.
If I overhear this, can I ask him to maybe promote my leather business?
Sure. He can help you get set up. He'll be happy to advertise whenever you get a location. Let him know.
Okay, cool.
All right. Anything else, or fast forward time? All right. Fast forward to morning. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say fast forward. Fast forward time.
We fast forward to morning. He writes down on a piece of paper the address for you guys. It is Troll Skull Manor on Troll Skull Alley. Shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Anything anyone wants to do?
I suppose I'm gonna go check out our cool place. Potential cool place.
All right. You guys head over to an area that you're actually familiar with. You have been here before. When you were... I'm just going to throw a Nokia on here so we know where everybody's at. You guys kind of turn down the corner over here, And if you remember, down here is where you saw the little dust up with the city guards last session. And as you turn down Troll Skull Alley, you catch sight of this property that Volo is talking about. It is this one right here. 4 stories tall, boasting balconies, a turret, 5 chimneys. The abandoned building is one of the grandest on the street. Several shops are all around your property as well. Down this way over to here is a shop with a sign that says The Bent Nail, a woodworking shop where they sell wooden shields as well as furniture and custom-made wood carvings. Across the street over here, you see bellows of steam seeping out all of the windows and seams at a shop called Steam and Steel. Just south of Troll Skull Manor right here is a beautiful 3-story mansion. The entire top floor has been made into a greenhouse, and green, red, blue, and yellow plants of all varieties hang out of the windows, soaking the sun. And a few doors down here to your west is an unremarkable building, but it has a bright orange and black cat's eye logo, and it says Tiger Eye Investigations. And a little bit further down here to the west is another building with a golden dragon circled around a treasure hoard of books, a big statue sitting outside, and the sign reads Bookworm's Treasure. And as you guys approach this building here, you catch sight of the manor. That's what it looks like. You guys heading in?
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Hell yeah, this is pretty nice.
Guess we
All
should look at the inside.
So you guys kind of head up, and there's this this is the first floor down here. There's the balcony and sort of an overhanging porch right there. Walking in, the place is completely empty. There's kind of dust and cobwebs, but there's not a stitch of furniture. You can tell that the bottom portion was clearly used as like a tavern. You can see back here there was some storerooms and stuff, and what once was a large bar area throughout. Then you can see it goes up to the second, third floor, and then the attic. And this portion here kind of set off is on the same level as the attic, but it's this and the third floor. It's the balcony up here. And then there's also a cellar down this way. So you guys can explore it. It has good bones. It's dusty. And there is... it needs a thorough cleaning and some furnishings, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape.
So where does this store lead?
Right here.
Okay, so theoretically, I could make like this area into like my storefront then.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Okay, I'll relay this information to the group.
I mean, it does seem like there are a lot of shops in this area. Could be a good spot.
I approve of your entrepreneurial spirit.
So up here, the first floor is just sort of one big room. This is a big hearth in the middle. And this can be used as another little shop if you want. There's also a fireplace right there. The second floor leads up onto like a landing, and then there's these 2 big rooms here, like a common room area, and then like what maybe was like a master suite over here, and then some tinier bedrooms here. The third floor leads up to a landing, and there's 5 rooms up here. Well, 4, and then a little balcony thing, and then the attic also has 2 storerooms as well. If you guys accept deed of this property, you officially become residents of Waterdeep. You have to pay taxes of 1 gold a year. There are no property taxes, but if you start a business, you do have to pay 20% of your earnings to the town as taxes.
Like yearly, or is this like a month-to-month basis?
We can see how your business goes, but we'll probably tack them off on a month-to-month basis as you're working.
Oh no!
Otherwise, you
taxes.
Otherwise, you get stuck with
evil.
an end-of-the-year penalty.
Oh no. Okay. I'll take that into consideration.
Oh, and we can, just out of game here, we can do this however you guys want. If you want to make this into a tavern, we can. If you want to make your actual shop go, we certainly can. It's more just about how much role-playing and time you want to do. And we can also do a lot of this offline, like off-game, as like downtime actions.
Okay.
So if you guys put money into it, you might be able to make a tavern. And I don't know if you want to use some of these upper rooms as rooms to rent, or whatever you want to do.
Well, I think these rooms need furniture first.
They do indeed.
But I mean, I can't argue with the location of this place.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So let me bring you guys to the main map. So I think we can hunt it down. But
We look for Troll Street?
Troll Skull Alley.
Troll Skull Alley. Okay.
I was trying to find it. It's somewhere. I've seen it before.
I found Troll Skull Street.
There you go. That's it. Where is it at? Ping it. Yep, that's it.
Oh, pinging again? Ah.
Way at the north side.
Wait, I didn't see it. Can you do it again?
It's right below the field ward.
Interesting. Oh, it's all the way up there.
Hold on, that's not it.
That's the street. I don't see the alley.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, this is near the troll yard.
It's actually right here. It doesn't say it on the map.
Oh.
Oh, so it's down here in the north ward.
Yep, that's where it's supposed to be. It's right there. Because it's pretty close. The yawning portal's like right there. I think you guys are there. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. And that's what it looks
So
like.
much space.
On the outside.
If we made it a tavern, we'd have to compete with the Yawning Portal.
I think that first we need to get furniture, and then we can decide if we want to turn it into tavern. But like, at least furniture enough for like us first, and then after that we go from there.
Yeah, I agree. So, are we accepting this as the reward then?
Sounds like we are.
Seems like a solid place.
I mean, 4-story houses don't just fall into your lap every day.
That's
Certainly
true.
don't.
And it's in a very good location too.
So I think we'll take it then.
Okay. You guys spend the morning sort of checking it out and accepting it. deciding that you're into it, who all heads to meet with the Volo over at the court district so that you guys can get the paper signed? Is everybody going?
I'll go for sure.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You head over, and Volo's waiting kind of on the courthouse steps. He leads you in, and you meet with a magistrate, Helene Silmerhell, a tiefling, who seems very short and curt, like he has very much better things to do. He puts some papers in front of you and says, kind of looks at all of you guys and says, "Are you all signing, or who's taking ownership?"
I'd like
All of
to
us?
sign. Yeah, all of us sign.
He goes, "Very well, 1/5 each," and knocks off the paperwork and puts it over to you guys to sign.
You sign it.
All right.
Yep.
Colleen looks at you and he goes, "Now that'll be a 25 gold piece estate transfer fee."
I'll look over to Volo.
Volo is kind of looking out the window a little.
Yeah,
Well.
if we split it 5 ways.
Seems the fairest.
Yeah.
I'll take out 5 gold.
Yeah, I think I got 5 gold as well.
Yep.
All right.
And
Paperwork signed, Volo's counter signs, and says, "Well, good luck with the property. I hope it suits you better than me." And he kind of waves and takes off.
What do you think he meant by that?
we should have asked him what he meant by that, shouldn't we? Is he gone?
He is swiftly moving as fast as possible.
Which
I'm
Is that
gonna run
abnormal
after him
behavior?
real quick.
You
And
do
I
run after him?
him.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Hey, why didn't this property suit you?"
It wasn't for me. Make a insight check.
Okay, insight.
He says, I couldn't make it work as a tavern," and he starts moving away, and you kind of just
Okay, no,
agree that that's probably the
Can-
case.
I can't try to persuade him to give me more information than that.
You felt like with a 9 insight, you felt like his reasoning that he just couldn't make the tavern work was sound.
Okay, I'll go back and be like, "Yeah, he said that he couldn't make it into a tavern. I mean, he seems like the type to waste a bunch of money on stuff like this, you know?"
Well, he would have had to compete with the yawning portal, and who could do that?
That's true.
Well, perhaps a nice place where trolls don't come out of the middle of the place in the middle of dinner time might work out. You never know.
That doesn't seem to detract customers.
Part
No,
of
where
the
they don't build
charm.
a floor.
It's one of those
It's like a themed
live
restaurant.
one of those live show restaurants.
All right. The magistrate kind of shuttles you out. What are you guys doing?
Do we have keys to this place?
Yes.
Like, we each have a set?
I mean, you can get copies made if that's an important thing, but there's just a big ring with about 4 or 5 keys on it.
Okay.
Well, actually, more than that.
Oh.
There. You get a big ring, and there's a dozen keys. You can kind of figure out which doors are which. But each one of the rooms has their own door, and the cellar has its own door, and the outside has its own key.
I go down to the cellar, check for water damage or something.
Are you guys heading
I
back
don't
to the manor?
Yeah,
Right now we're in the
Yeah.
courthouse.
we'll head back to the manor.
In the manor you guys go.
I want to head up to like the 3rd floor. Take a look at the rooms.
Yeah. Again, the whole place seems in pretty good shape. There's not any like structural damage that you need to take care of. Some of the paint on the outside and is fading a little, so if you painted it, it would certainly look better. It definitely needs a thorough cleaning. It's very dusty, and it looks like it hasn't been inhabited for quite some time.
Are there any cleaning supplies around?
No, but you can easily get some if you'd like. And if you guys want to put in the elbow grease and time to clean it up, you can.
I want to look around to see which room would best suit me and my needs. I kind of want to go up to the attic. I want to check out the attic.
Okay, so let's just do a quick rundown from the attic. These up here are kind of two big storerooms that were just used for like storage, but they can easily be used for bedrooms. As you can see, anything with like this little brick thing here, this is a part of a chimney, so it has a little fireplace you can use. So you can see like these rooms here have them, and these as the chimney goes up, you can see where they're kind of connected. So the attic has 2 rooms, one with a fireplace. This third floor has 5 rooms, but one of them's kind of small. And then, of course, there's this space, which goes up to this, which is like a tower. It's this portion out here. And then this room is sort of like the master suite here on the second floor. It's got this big area where a bed can go and have great windows and all that, and a nice big fireplace. This area in the center here on the second floor is like a common room type area, and then there's a couple bedrooms on this side, and then of course the main room is pretty much all open.
Can you only get to this room through the master bedroom?
Yeah, that kind of was silly, so no, we'll make a door like right here is fine.
Okay.
I think that's just poor map planning there.
Yeah, sitting there going,
Doesn't really work
Can
that
I-
well. We can also have a door there if you want. We can pencil it in. Go ahead, Elsri, sorry.
Can I lay claim to this very small balcony room? And then
Yeah.
also this area?
If the party wants, this room's also big enough if you want to have like a little cordoned off section over here. And then have like your shop here as well. Or you can make
Yeah,
this your
but,
whole
you
shop
know.
and this your whole bedroom. Again, though, any rooms that you take on the second or third floor, you won't get that money as inkeep if you want, like for renting the rooms.
I guess
do we want to
if
turn this
I
into
can.
tavern? I'm sorry.
And we can have this discussion later if you guys want to, or we can have it right now, whichever one makes you happy.
To be fair, I just want to claim the attic as my room. And the rest of the stuff we can talk about later.
No, it's alright. If you want to lay claim, that's fine as well. So, I think El Cerise and DeSalle have laid claim to 2 places. Inoki and Bridgewater. And Brackfoot, you guys want something as well?
What?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask what was claimed. I don't know.
So, the very top on the attic, this portion here, if you're looking at it, and then this room here, and this side room on the first floor.
Okay. Go ahead, Cheese.
Can I lay claim to the room with the tower?
Yeah. Who is that?
Brackfoot.
Brackfoot, okay. Inoki and Bridgewater, if you guys got something. Or Benedict. Why did I say Bridgewater? It's Sagewater. My bad.
Probably take this small room on the 3rd floor if that's available.
Who's that? I'm sorry.
Benedict.
So I'm still trying to get used to voices, y'all. My bad.
Yeah.
All right, Inoki, you're up, man. Do you want a spot?
Somewhere warm. I guess 3rd floor, this room.
Okay. So, if that's the case, let me make sure I got this right. El Cerise has this spot and this spot. The cell's gonna take this spot.
I mean, if I could take the whole 2 rooms in the attic, I would. But I don't know how big I'm making this thing yet, so I'll take the 1 for sure.
Yeah. Brackfoot's taking this spot here. And then this little one's Benedict, and then this one's Inoki. Is that right?
Yep.
Alright, so you can have this spot, and then these 2 here for storage, and then if you want, you can still rent out this big master one, and then this one. To make some money. Although I guess you guys will have to figure out if the other person's going to be playing. Belial.
Belial, yeah.
Belial.
They can sleep in the cellar.
It's also tempting, but it sounds cold.
The cellar's the good spot to store like food and alcohol and that kind of stuff.
Well, we need more money to buy
Question.
those things.
That's true. Quick question. Would I be able to, like, cut a hole in the floor there and then have, like, a ladder go up?
Sure.
Not, like, right now or anything, but eventually.
Yeah,
Is
it would go
that,
into this
like, a
skill,
thing?
though.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to do that, we could do that. You could even have like a quick slide pole if you wanted.
Oh, cool.
A fireman pole in here?
Yeah, if you want, man. I gotta get a drink of water. I shall return. Give me
Alright.
Okay. I have a vision for this.
I can tell.
I
with the
wonder if I
questions you're
could. Yeah, I wonder if I could make a wall right here. Probably, right?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
All the small
Just
rooms
cut
are
a
taken.
hole in the floor.
I'm now the smallest character with a big room.
Which room do you have again?
2nd room, or 3rd floor, large fireplace room.
I don't know. Maybe you need all that room for your stuff.
We got a ton of stores near us too.
So what do you guys want to turn this home into? A fort? A business?
If it's a business, we gotta have people there to run it when we're away.
Well, for me, I want to have my leather business there, but it'll only be open when I'm home, you know?
It's going to be the Etsy store. The Etsy store in medieval era.
Yeah, they can, like, leave orders or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Is there an equivalent to medieval Airbnb?
I believe that would be a tavern. Yeah.
I will say these fireplaces are a little nonsensical, looking at them.
Well, they did say there's like 5 chimneys, so they're just probably all over the place.
Oh, okay, I see it now. That makes
Yeah.
It's just the chimney starts on the 2nd floor for some reason.
No. So, this one does start on the 2nd floor here.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
But this one connects here.
Yeah, I
And
saw that. I just saw the 2nd floor one.
and
That's
that-
what was confusing me.
Yeah, these two, they don't connect to the bottom floor. There really should be one like right here. and then this one's just kind of by itself.
But I mean, I guess these were game designers. Because
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is from the book.
It's all very famous stuff from Waterdeep.
You know what?
So if you don't-
It's magic, I guess.
If you don't like it, it's Ed Greenwood's and R.A. Salvatore's and those guys' fault. They designed it.
I've just seen some funky home designs before, so I was just commenting on that.
Yeah. Anyway, so just to fast forward this so we don't spend the whole session talking about it, the tavern stuff can all be done in downtime actions, like throughout the week when you guys are messing about or just want to think about it. And we can make this as simple or as complicated as you want. So if you want to design everything that goes in here, we can do that. And we can also, you can get custom stuff made. You can get employees. You can get all kinds of cool stuff. And we can roll every session to see whether the tavern made money or didn't make money or whatever. So
It's like a stock exchange game now.
well, it doesn't have to be. We can also I can also just leave it going and then just randomly give you guys some money if you want to put it in, or you don't have to pay property taxes or anything, so you can just have this place if you want to just put shit in it. You could put a big conference table here in the bottom and make it headquarters of something.
Yeah, I think we'll decide upon that during the week, I guess.
Yeah, and we can change it throughout the time. So again, we can make it as complicated or as fun as you want. But if it's not something that you guys want to do, we do not have to do it either.
Well, some of our members here already have some grand ideas, so I think we'll be playing around with it quite a bit.
So there's also feel free to look up anything about Waterdeep in your free time too, but there's also like the Innkeepers Guild and the Brewmasters Guilds and stuff like that. And you can also take lines of credit out if you want for stuff. So if you want like furniture and that kind of stuff, we can take lines of credit that you have to pay back at an interest rate. Either through adventuring or through making money. So Cool.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Okay. So it's about midday after you met the guy about noon. You came back maybe kind of like 2 or 3 in the afternoon now. What are you guys doing with the rest of your day? Anything in particular?
I just wanted to double check, I guess out of character, that I had all the things that we collected off the people that we killed. It was the six scimitars, 1 longsword, a chain shirt, a potion, a wand, and 2 gold.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Did you want to sell that stuff, or are you just going to store it somewhere?
Well, if we get a wizard friend, we could maybe use men to make the swords more expensive.
It's possible. So, you guys can just store that somewhere for now. Anything else you guys want to do?
I kind of want to check out some of the stores that are in our general vicinity there.
Yeah. So, there's a handful. The Bent Nail, Steam and Steel, the Plant place that you saw, the Tiger's Eye, and then Bookworm's Treasures are all right on your block.
Well, I'm interested in checking out the Bookworm's Treasure.
Okay. That's a sell. El Cerise, what are you doing?
I want to check out the plant place.
Okay. Enoki, what are you doing?
I'll go to the book place too, actually.
Okay. Benedict, where are you headed?
think he'll just check around at the stores, go to the Steam and Steel and then the wood shop next door and just check them out, see what they have.
Okay, and Brackfoot, what are you up to?
Can I just search around the house and see if I can find anything strange or interesting?
Yeah,
In the way?
absolutely. All right, let's start with Desel and Anoki. You guys are heading over. You come past kind of the shop that has the cool cat's eye on it, and head towards the bookshop. There's Desel. Goodness gracious, move on. So you guys are over here at that shop. Benedict's gonna go to the steam place. Cerise is going to the plant shop. And Blackwood's going there. Okay. So you guys pop into the Bookworm's Treasure, and it opens up into the store itself is much bigger than the outside would perceived. Inoki, can you give me a Arcana roll, or nature roll, magic, something like that?
Just whichever one's highest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whichever one you prefer. Desel, you can do the same thing because you're in tune with the magic.
Alright.
15 for Arcana.
I'll give a nature roll.
So, Anoki, you don't quite get all of this, but you definitely feel some magic as you kind of cross the threshold. Desel, you feel like you've stepped into spells that you've maybe have heard about in your Arcana studies of a pocket dimension, where the place that you're entering is much bigger than the building could possibly hold. And there are rows and rows of books and scrolls and all kinds of stuff. And a short dragonborn with kind of gold skin and these huge magnifying glass eyes is hunched over a scroll, pinning it very delicately as you enter.
I'd like to introduce myself to the Dragonborn.
As you get close to him, he kind of jumps and he's a little bit startled. And he goes, "Oh, hello. I'm Rashal. How can I help you?"
Rashal, I couldn't help but feel like this store looks a little bit bigger on the inside than it does on the outside. I wonder if there's anything magical about this place.
He kind of looks at you, a trick of the trade. Besides, this small building as it was couldn't fit everything. Look how many books we have.
You do have quite the collection here. Well, my name is Desel, and we actually were fortunate enough to own some property very recently, right by your store, so I'm sure we'll be seeing quite a bit of each other.
Is that so? Well, fantastic. Welcome to the neighborhood.
And this is my associate over here. I'll kind of wave over Inoki.
Oh, hello.
So, kind of looks at you a little bit condescendingly and just goes, "Hello." A little bit of animosity between the old dragon ancestral races of kobolds and dragonborns. But he's polite enough.
So what do you have to sell at this establishment?
And anything that you want, any book or scroll we have.
Information, perhaps, as well? As long as it's cataloged in these books, I'd imagine.
I suppose. What kind of information?
Well, I'll decide on that a little bit later. But I'm wondering, do you sell things like ink and parchment and things of that nature?
Of course.
Perfect. Well, right now I'm a little bit light on coin, but will be sure to come back to this fine establishment to spend my coin.
Anytime.
And then I'm just gonna kind of peruse the books for a little while.
Okay. Noki, what are you doing?
I want to look for anything that might talk about illnesses or anything of that nature.
Okay. Make me an investigation roll.
All right. A lot of 12s.
So you find a couple different books. The first one you find is a rather large tome that says Bergham's Guide to Magical Diseases. And the other one is Nature of Plants and Poisons and Naturally Occurring Diseases, Volume 1.
Is there a price tag on either of these, or?
There is not, but you can ask the man, and he will sell each one for 5 gold apiece.
I'll take the magic disease book.
Okay.
As he's kind of talking with the shopkeep and paying, I want to look for books on to see if there's any books about kind of I guess I should say something relating to newfound powers through contacts with otherworldly beings.
Make me an investigation.
As vague as that sounded. Oh boy, that's bad.
So unfortunately, you don't find anything that suits your needs. You find all kinds of books on otherworldly beings that have bestowed power upon mortals, devils, demons, the fae, ancient gods, and demigods.
Do I see anything in regards to who my patron is?
No.
Okay.
Anything else that you guys want to do while you're there? All right, let's move over to El Cerise. El Cerise, you come into walk over to this kind of, like I said, 3-story mansion with all kinds of wondrous and cool plants sticking out of it. What do you do?
Go inside, I guess.
So as you walk in, a elven creature kind of greets you very boldly, saying, "Hello, my name is Fala. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. We have all types of plants and potions and knickknacks and goodies. Please look around. Be careful on the 3rd floor, though. There are some poisonous plants."
I'll just be like, "Hi, we just moved in across the street. I'm Elcerise. Nice to meet you. I was wondering if you had something maybe like pretty but low maintenance type of plant."
Certainly. Are you looking for something to grow indoors, outdoors, up your walls, around your bed?
I think maybe just like indoors, something nice to brighten up the place, you know?
So it takes you over to a couple different little plants that of all different colors and shapes that are growing. tulips and flowers. He says these are all somewhat magically enchanted. As long as they get a little bit of sunlight and some water every few days, they're in business.
Okay, and how much?
It kind of looks you over and says, for you, 5 silver apiece.
Okay, I'll take 2 then. Yeah.
Okay. So he gives you a nice looking yellow and a blue one. Or they have like red and purple if you'd prefer those. But he says these are the best and hands them to you.
Okay. Thanks. Actually, I'd like the blue and purple.
Blue and purple it is.
Cool. Okay, well, thanks. Great doing business with you. I'm possibly opening up another shop across the street, you know? So, whenever it opens, if you'd like to come check it out.
Yes, please feel free to let me know.
Okay, great. Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye. Anything else you wanted to do?
Nope, just decorate the place with plants.
All right. Couple plants heading that way. Benedict heading over to the steam and steel first. As you approach, you can just see billows of steam kind of coming out of all the windows and everything, and condensation has kind of blocked the windows from seeing in at all. What do you do?
I'll head in. I kind of want to see what they have here.
So, as you open the front door, a billow of steam kind of comes out, making you feel like you're in the subtropics for a minute. And as you walk in, you see 2 very intense-looking creatures. One is a fire genasi who is screaming and cursing as he hammers away at the metal. And next to him is a water genasi who is attempting to soothe his hot temper as she quelches the steel that he's banging on. When you walk in, she kind of sways over towards you and in sort of a watery but very nice, sweet-sounding voice says, "Can I help you?"
I'm new to the area. Just looking around, seeing what you have. What do you sell here?
We sell all manner of weapons, armor, and locks, all made of the finest forged steel.
Locks? Like for doors, or?
Mhm.
Okay.
We can also custom make anything that you want. Anything made of metal is our business.
You just do regular metal weapons, or do you do enchanted weapons ever?
We don't enchant them, but we can certainly make them of that quality should you want to take them to a mage.
Okay. Do you have a dagger or anything available?
Absolutely. We have all manner of weapons, so basically anything on the adventuring table if you want for that cost.
Yeah, I'd like to buy a dagger.
And let's see. I don't even know how much a dagger is. 2 gold. Should give it to you for 1 gold for a first-time customer.
Cool. How long have you been in business here? You 2 seem to make a good team.
10 or 15 years, seems like. I've lost count, to be honest.
Okay, well, thank you for the dagger and the discount, and probably be seeing you around.
Okay. Let us know if you need anything. And she kind of waves you out as you hear more cussing and hammering going on in the background. Did you want to head over to the Bit Nail as well?
I just want to see if they sell furniture that
They
we
do.
could buy.
They've got some like chairs and looks like a couple partially done bed frames and those kind of things. Anything made of wood you can find here.
Okay, I'll just take note of that and head back.
Okay. All right, Brackfoot, you're kind of investigating the old place. Where do you want to go?
I'd like to start in the cellar and just go up.
Okay. So yeah, the cellar seems pretty blank. Moving through the first floor, everything seems pretty blank. Until you get into this room here, make me a perception check. So you hear a little kind of scratching noise from over in this corner. But before you can notice anything, you look over, and in the window pane where there's some dust and dirt, the words "closing time" have been written.
Did I notice if, like, did it happen?
You didn't
Since I
notice
can-
when it happened or what? You just glanced over and it was there.
Can I go over to the window and, like, rub it out?
Yeah. It clearly was written from the inside, so you rub it out.
And then I want to, like, there's nothing in the room, right? It's no furniture or anything. Can I, like, feel around on the walls to see if there's, like, some, like, hidden door?
Yeah, make me an investigation check. So you don't find anything, like no secret doors or anything like that. After a few minutes of searching, though, you do hear a really loud bang from up above you.
I want to rush up into the attic.
Okay. Heading up into the attic in this room here. In the dead center of the room is just an old dusty book. And it probably wasn't there beforehand if you looked up in the attic before.
I want to go up and, like, read the title of it. Like, can I see a title on it or any text on, like, the book without opening it?
Yeah. The title says Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Oh. Can I open it up and see? Is it just like a
Yeah, it's actually a
typical-
pretty famous book that you've seen a copy of before. It gives accounts of different monsters and creatures throughout the world. It's a bestseller on the WaterDeep's best-selling list.
Mhm. Is there any, like, handwritten things in it? Or is it just all
Nope.
typical? Okay. Special. Can I, like, kind of look around for secret rooms in here and stuff as well?
Absolutely. Give me another investigation check.
I'm real. I'm a real detective here.
Yeah, so you don't find much anything else. About the time that you've done that, everybody else was heading back to the deal, and you start to hear them make their way onto the first floor. Your party's arrived back.
I'll go down and meet them.
So as you're walking down the stairs and you get right to the second floor, again on the floor, right where you're about to step, there's another message written in the dust in the floor, and it says, "Taps out."
So. Okay. I want to, like, go down to the party and be like, y'all need to come see this.
Okay.
And I'll lead them all to that message.
So he comes downstairs and tells you guys to come check out something on the second floor. When you get up there, Brackfoot, where you saw that message is just a streak across the floor where somebody's wiped it out.
Okay, I swear there was a message. It said "taps out," and then there was one in the floor above on one of the windows that was closing time. I think somebody's in here messing with us, and I found this book in the attic, and I'll show them the dusty Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Well, I mean, Volo did live here or own this house, so I would guess there'd be a book of his somewhere around here.
Did you see it when you were in the attic before?
I didn't see anything in the attic.
Taps out.
Like the tap is out, like no more drinks for people.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Okay.
Do you think Volo's messing with us? Like, stiffs us on our payment, gives us a house, and then he's gonna try and get us to like give it back by tricking us into thinking there's something wrong with it.
I don't know. You find any secret hidey holes he could be hiding in?
No. But maybe y'all can find one.
So
which
the day.
floor?
Go ahead.
Which floor? What? This message
Are we
the
on
second floor.
right now?
We're on the second.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
In which room? Okay.
There.
Well, where were you when all of this happened?
I'll lead him up to the third floor room where it happened in here.
Can I do a perception check?
Mm-hmm. You don't see anything unusual, except for where it looks like somebody rubbed the window a little bit.
I don't see anything. Just the window's been cleaned a little bit.
That was where the message was. I wiped it off.
Well, has anybody checked the tower? I haven't been up there.
I don't think I got around to checking the tower since I rushed up to the attic. So I'll say, no, I didn't get there. So maybe we should go there now. Maybe he's there. And then I'll run off to the tower over here.
You guys do a thorough sweep of the tower and do not find anybody.
Spooky. You believe in ghosts?
Me? I mean, sure, why not? Got all
Maybe
kinds
it's
of
a ghost.
weird stuff. Maybe. How would we know?
You know, any psychics?
I'll just look at the magic folk and be like, any of y'all?
Addict will cast Divine Sense. See if there's any celestial fiends or undead within 60 feet.
Yeah. Where do you cast it?
Probably, third floor, just out of the tower. So down here in that room.
Gotcha. So no, you do not sense anything, except for the party members that are around you. I don't know if anyone's secretly evil, but he might have outed you. No.
I think that's different from detect good and evil.
So the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful
Okay.
good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
I may have a little stank on me, I guess.
All side eye. So
I just sit there with like a nice smile on my face.
But unfortunately, you do know that it doesn't go through walls or total cover. So
Yeah.
you do not notice anything in your immediate vicinity. All right, guys. Do we want to do anything else to this evening as night wears on? Are you guys going to sleep here, or are you going to sleep somewhere else, or you have your bed rolls and whatnot?
I think it would be a good idea to christen this house for the first time. Everyone sleep here.
I think we should all sleep on the same floor in the same room,
Yeah, in the big
just in case.
the big first
Yeah.
floor room.
I agree with that.
It's like a camp out.
Perfect.
Yes.
Are y'all just going to crash out, or is somebody going to stay up and watch, or what are we doing?
I mean, the doors are locked, right?
They certainly can be.
Let's lock those doors and go to bed.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Why don't you guys put yourself where you're kind of sleeping?
And I'll kind of light up the fire earth with, I guess, just prestidigitation work light on that one.
Yeah, you can also just maybe there's some extra wood in the cellar if you guys want to actually start a fire. It's fine.
So we'll kind of keep the hearth going there. Warm up that floor. And I get some sleepies.
Okay. As you guys are laying down to go to sleep, there's a kind of scratching sound at one of the windows right here, right next to Benedict, and it is a all white cat, and he's sort of tapping on the window.
An all white cat?
An
Is
all
the
white.
window- Is the window open?
It does if you want to open it.
I'll open it.
Is that Benedict?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the cat actually nuzzles up against you as it walks by and sort of jumps up onto your shoulder. And it sort of purrs in your ear, and loudly enough for everyone to hear, a dull, kind of humorless voice comes out and it says, "Benedict, it is I, Melanor. Well done in saving Ranear and Floon. They are good men. At your convenience, please come to Falconmere to speak with us. We are most anxious to meet your friends, particularly Miss El Cerise Tanner and Mr. Inoki."
Inoki's a girl.
Oh, Miss Inoki. My apologies.
Oh, good.
Let's respond. Okay, we'll check it out soon. Got the cat a little bit.
And it kind of nudges you and then takes off.
What was that about?
Oh, it's just a messenger from a friend of mine.
I realize the
Um,
irony of pointing at this out as a giant walking furry creature. It's a talking cat. That's
That's unbelievable.
So you guys are. I mean, I know I can talk to animals. I just didn't realize you guys understood that too.
No, it wasn't speaking cat.
It was not speaking cat.
Okay.
It's just their regular way of,
Speaking of cat, what's
communication.
my cat doing?
Who are these people that want to see us?
Have you heard of the Emerald Enclave?
I don't know. Have I?
Yes. You've lived in Waterdeep for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, a couple years.
The Emerald Enclave is a kind of famous guild. They're all about the natural order of things and protecting nature and wildlife and plants.
Yeah, these
Okay.
Melinor's with the Emerald Enclave. Lives at Falconmere, down on the southern part of the city.
And who's Melanor exactly?
He's a groundskeeper at the estate. Just takes care of the area.
Is he important?
I mean, to the estate, yeah.
Well, someone must have been either keeping tabs on you or our deeds have been already talked about. And they're spreading around town.
Well, you can talk to animals. You have all sorts of eyes around the city.
I bet.
Well, what time did that wake us up at?
You didn't even get to sleep yet. It
Oh.
was just as you were getting ready to lay down and put yourself in your spots.
Okay.
So, do you want to head over there tomorrow morning?
Oh, sounds like a good idea, and I know that Floon said we could go see him in a couple of days as well. But I think being summoned is a good indicator to show that we should go there.
Could be helpful.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right. You guys heading to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. The night kind of drones on. Everybody is fast snoring. Decel, in the middle of the night, about 3 a.m. ish, pitch black, in your head, this sort of explosion of sound says, "Wake up." And you pop awake, startled. And looking at the window, you see a flying snake with a scroll attached to its lower torso, right outside the window where the cat was.
I'll go towards it and open up the window and grab the scroll.
You take the scroll, the flying snake flies off, and the note says, "Want to be part of something big? Speak to Davil Starsong at the Yawning Portal. Come alone."
Okay. Yawning portal. Okay. Bring that down 1 second. Okay. So I'll read the note, kind of memorize it, and then I'll set it on fire or I'll throw it into the hearth that's lit and burn the note.
Fair enough. And then back to sleep.
Yeah, thinking about what the hell's happening.
Okay. As everybody's starting to wake up, Brackfoot, you are plagued with an unfortunate dream of this book falling and hitting the floor in front of you. The Volo's Guide to Monsters. Every time you open a door, you see a book fall and fall and fall, and then you get this picture of a bartender, a half elf, and he's pouring a drink, and he looks at you right in the eyes and says, "Taps out." And then you wake up, and when you wake up, everybody else is starting to stir, but it doesn't seem that anybody else had a terrible nightmare.
All right, I'll keep my creepy dreams to myself for now.
All right, you guys wake up in the morning and it's getting some breakfast in. Once again, out of the same window, there's a little kind of tap, tap, tap on the window as a piece of paper, it looks like a bird, is tapping against the window. Very similar to the paper bird you sent earlier.
I feel like this window's like our messenger system here.
Somebody gonna open it?
I'll go open it.
So, you open the window and the paper bird flies in and lands in Brackfoot's hand.
I'll open it.
It says, Ranear tells us you are a good bet. He bought you tickets to the opera tonight at the Lightsinger Theater in the C Ward. If you are interested, meet Mert at intermission, private box C. Formal attire is required for admittance.
I'll read it out to the group.
I'll put it in the chat too.
So who wants to go
So
to the
like all of us, I want to go, but I don't have any formal attire. Do you guys?
Well, it counts as formal.
Fancy looking, nice looking.
I have fine clothes on already.
What he's wearing, I'll point.
Fine clothes does not equal formal attire.
Oh man. All right.
Just kidding.
It just means that your
Not what he's
traveling clothes
wearing.
are a little nicer than the average Joe's.
I have kobold clothes.
I don't think that's what formal attire is, bud.
Okay.
So we could go shopping after we meet with the Emerald person, right?
Yes, so.
And yeah, it's tonight that the opera is, so I think we got a little bit of time during the day today.
Well, we seem to be popular.
It's
Alright.
slightly suspicious, but I
What are
mean,
you guys
the
doing?
opera's probably cool.
What are you guys doing?
Are y'all
Well,
go to the guy, the morning guy, cat thing?
The Emerald Enclave.
The Falconmere.
Yes.
Falconmere.
Yes.
Falconmere? What?
It's the name of the estate.
Oh. Then yes.
All right, so you guys head down from your place up here all the way down to the dock ward, or the southern ward down here. And the dock wards where the industrial complex is. You find the exact place you're going to. Benedict leads you there. In Falconmere, it seems super out of place in the South Ward. It's surrounded by warehouses, and its walls extend 30 feet up, which closes off a beautiful gardens from the surrounding hustle and bustle. It is a world unto its own. As you come up to the compound, the gates swing wide right here, the south portion, and your senses are assaulted with the sights and smells and sounds of a wide variety of exotic plants and creatures that all live within the walls. A half-elf kind of limps up towards you, sullenly saying, "I am Melanor. Let me take you to meet the lady of the manor." He leads you past the fountain and towards the large manor. There are no windows or doors. Instead, it is built as a wide open area, allowing all the vines and flowers and trees to grow right in through the openings. Small creatures run wild, and you even spot a deer walking out of a side room as you are led into the main courtyard, where Melanor bows and takes his leave.
Kind of look up and be like, Jareth? Hello?
Literally from all around you, a disembodied sort of ethereal voice says, "Greetings, welcome to Falconmere, the home of the Emerald Enclave." The voice is literally emanating from the manor itself, and it says, "I am Jareth Falcon. Welcome to my home."
Thanks, we got your message that you wanted to speak with some of the people I'm with.
Yes, as you know, Benedict, we're always looking for good souls to push our mission forward in the protection of the natural world. It seems that your friends here, El Cerise and Inoki, might be good fits to help carry out our goals. But, Benedict, I have called you here because the Emerald Enclave requires your service. In Undercliff, the outlying farms are being terrorized by a scarecrow come to life. It has slaughtered livestock, chased horses, and spooked farmers. No people have been killed as of yet, so the city guard is dragging its heels. It seems that they will only respond to bloodshed. Something must be done immediately. This is not of the natural order.
Definitely, we can handle this. Do you have any details on what the scarecrow is? Just
I've told you all that I know for now.
okay. Look over at the group. Would you guys be willing to help?
Is there?
Are we gonna get a reward?
I was just gonna ask that.
She says, the voice pops up and goes, "Service is reward enough. Should you wish to join the Emerald Enclave, El Cerise and Inoki, this will be your first step." And Inoki, kind of in your head, you hear, "Perhaps we can even help your tribe further."
Can I nudge Basel and kind of whisper to him, "Guess we're not invited."
What do we get for joining the Emerald Enclave?
She says, "A purpose. A purpose to rid the world of evil and unnatural things. The protection of all natural life."
When you say unnatural
okay.
things, what are you referring to? Sorry to interrupt.
There's no answer.
He doesn't like you.
I'll
I don't think he
repeat.
likes
I'll
Floon.
repeat the. I'll repeat his question.
She doesn't answer further.
She doesn't
Okay,
like you.
well, other than that, I mean, I'll look over at Benedict. What do you get out of this? You're part of this, aren't you?
Yeah, I get to fill a good mission and help the world. Help the natural order survive and thrive.
Okay, but physically and monetarily, Do you get anything?
He kind of, in a curt voice, pops up. If that is your aim, this is not the place for you.
Okay, what if I want to be known for my leatherworking skills?
Get good.
Okay.
Did you just try to
Mm,
bribe some ethereal being to advertise for you? Is that...
okay. So
Is-
if I'm really good, you'll put in a good word for me, is what you're saying?
If you're really good, no word needs to be given. People will know.
Okay. Okay, people will know. Gotcha.
I'm
Okay.
gonna lean over to Benedict and ask, is this Jareth person a person, or what is this? What is Jareth?
I don't know. This is as confusing to you as it is to me.
Did I say you? I meant Benedict. The one that might know what's going on here.
He's the chosen one of the goddess Maliki.
But it's a person. Something we're talking.
Well,
So it's
she
just
started as a
some
person.
guy who's been chosen?
Well, she was a ranger in the High Forest, and then ascended to be the chosen one of the goddess.
He's a demigod.
So, like, how does membership work? Like, I'm part of another guild, you know? Can I have, like, a dual membership?
Yeah, you can join 20 of them. As long as they don't
Hmm.
conflict. And again, you don't have to join. It was just an offer.
So, other than a purpose, like, can I get some free plants out of this? Like,
If you would like a plant, you can take one, I'm sure.
okay, deal.
Tough negotiator you are, Elceres. What about
Anything
you
else?
and what about you, Anoki? What say you?
If they can help my clan, then I think I'm for it.
Anyone could.
Well, we are a group, so if you three decide on this course of action, then I don't know about you, Breakfoot, but I'm here to help you.
Well, if I'm not getting any kind of
This may be a conversation you guys want to have outside of the demigod's realm of influence.
Can we get back to you on this? This is, a real big decision. Can we, like, write you a letter, or...
Well, this is a request for Benedict. Should you choose to help, then you shall be looked at for admittance to the Emerald Enclave. If not, Godspeed with your missions. Melanor
Okay.
comes back and kind of escorts you out. And Benedict, Melanor gives you some details about sort of where the Undercliff area is, which is over here. Sort of this whole wide-ranging area of farms.
Okay.
I want to ask Benedict, are you compelled to follow these instructions, or is it your
No.
choice?
I choose to. No, there's a scarecrow.
And
Yeah.
as you're leaving, a vine drops down and hands Elceris a potted flower.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
think they're already giving you stuff.
Yeah, who knows how many more plants I could get from this.
Countless plants.
That's all you seek is flowers?
For now,
Well,
we need some decoration in our
Mhm.
place.
That's true, but I think what we should go do first is go get some fine clothes for this opera this evening. We might have to go
Yeah.
up to the North Ward for that.
Do you know where a store is?
Yeah, you guys can find some good ones in the North Ward. There's some fine clothing outfitters.
Alright, how much for a fine set of clothes?
You can purchase them for 10 gold each, or you can rent them for a night for 1 gold.
I am going to rent mine.
Same.
Yeah, I will also rent.
So it's like we return them in the morning type deal.
These are the ones you purchase are custom fit for you, so no returns.
But like the ones we rent.
They're just as good as they can be. Like when you go to the prom shop or the wedding shop.
Rent-a-tux.
Yep.
Do they have tuxes with holes for tails?
They absolutely do for all manner of
Fantastic.
creatures.
I'll rent one like that.
Perfect. All right. You guys took you a couple hours to get down there. You've got your stuff. It's just after midday. What is everybody doing?
So we have this opera thing to go to later, right?
Mhm.
What time does that start?
Towards sunset, so about another 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
How long will it take us to get over there?
It's in the same ward, so sorry, it's in the dock ward. You got to go right down here. So you can walk it, and it takes about an hour and a half. Or you can hire a carriage if you want to arrive in style.
I don't think we can afford to arrive in style.
Yeah, I think we'll need to walk.
Also, what was the price to rent a dress or formal wear or whatever?
1 gold.
Okay. That's all that's in my budget.
Well, we have some downtime. Can I fashion some sort of leg strap to tuck my daggers into?
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm gonna make sure that my crystal around my neck is on the outside of my fine wear.
Fair enough. So you got about 4-ish hours before you have to head down. Does anybody want to do anything?
Could I? Oh, look at. Or actually, is there like a library or something anywhere?
So right down the street from you is Bookworm's Treasures.
Would they have like history of the area books?
They quite possibly will.
I'll go there and see if I can. I'd like to look for a book on if there's histories of the area, specifically of the manor, if I can figure. anything out.
That's Brackfoot, right?
Yes.
Heading over to the bookstore.
Go with.
Elsarise is working in her shop, fashioning some leather straps for her fancy daggers. Benedict, you're going too, I guess.
Yep.
Giselle and Inoki, what are you guys doing?
Gisselle's going to slip away and kind of head over towards the yawning portal.
Okay. So you're gonna head off and do your own thing. Inoki, what are you up to?
I'm going to study the book that I purchased and try to find something that seems like the infliction that my tribe has.
Okay. Where in the manor are you doing that, or are you outside or something?
I guess I'd be in the room that I've kind of collected or claimed, I guess.
Do we got like
Okay.
is there like a courtyard at the manor that we have?
Yeah, this little area back here.
Okay, cool.
You guys get that. You do share it with these other two buildings, but this is a nice family, and this is another little family group here. Apartments. But yeah, you guys actually own the courtyard in the back. And you also have one up front too, if you cared. This little courtyard area.
Yeah, that's like right in front, right? Like
Yeah, and then
front entrance.
there's a tree right here with a little bench around it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was one of those like standing fire pits. I was gonna say, I was like,
Nah,
that's
you can
really
see
fancy.
the tree's kind of
Okay, that makes more sense.
translucent, so you can see the house. But yeah, it's a nice little tree with a bench around it. It's a cool place. All right, Brackfoot and Benedict, you guys make it over to Bookworm's Treasures. As you open the door, once again, you see the same thing that Dissel that it's and Noki saw. It's a little bit bigger, and you're not understanding why the bookstore seems so huge compared to the shop outside. But you enter in, and you see almost the exact same thing they did. A short dragonborn with gold skin is working real hard on a scroll, and he doesn't even notice when you come in.
Give a like cough to get.
He'll kind of once again startled looks over. He's like, "Oh, how may I help you?"
I was wondering if you had any books on this area, kind of the history of the area.
Oh, well, one of the best sellers is the complete history of Waterdeep, if that's what you're looking for.
Maybe something a little more specific to the area we're in now.
Troll Skull Alley?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. Why? What are you wanting to know?
Oh, there's this manor that we've recently acquired, and I just curious the history of it.
Make me an investigation roll. Or a persuasion if you have a better one.
Investigation's better.
So he says, Troll Skull Manor, yeah, it used to be a nice little inn over there. It was run by, what was his name? A half-elf used to run it. Can't quite think of the name. But he died some years back.
How did he die?
He died in his shop. In pouring drinks one night, just keeled over. It was his life work, that place.
Oh. Was something happening to it? I mean, people don't usually just keel over and die.
Oh, he was, gosh, hundreds of something. He was very old. Probably should have retired decades before, but he kept at it.
Has there been any kind of rumors about ghosts or anything in the manor?
He kind of looks and goes, I don't know about ghosts, but nobody's kept ownership of that place for very long, so. Heck, maybe it's the half elf himself. Oh, I remember his name. It was Lif. Lif. Lif.
If. Huh. Okay, well, thank you. That's useful.
Benedict, while you're over there, anything that you want to do?
Yeah, I want to look around for books about, things that could possess a scarecrow.
Make me an investigation check.
Investigation. Oh, I'm not good at that.
So you don't find anything about any type of specific stuff, but you know that like I guess they're in the you've learned things from your order about possessions of demons and spirits, but all manner of arcane magic can do things like that. But no books to be found.
That's all I was looking for.
All right. Inoki, while you're reading through your book, make me an investigation check as you're going through that. And we'll do it with advantage. Let's see if you find something else.
Investigation with advantage. Wow.
So unfortunately, you kind of read through as much as you can until your eyes start to get crossed. It's a huge book, and after a few hours of reading through it, your eyes start to wander and your brain starts to wander, and you find that you read the same page over about 5 times. So you need a quick break before you can find out any more.
Thanks, Roll20.
Elceris, you are maneuvering some leather straps to outfit underneath your formal attire. Give me a perception roll. So you hear a little bit of a scratching sound, and you look over on one of the windows right next to you. You can see, as it's being written, an invisible force writes the words "last call" on the window.
Do I know that Inoki's still here?
Yeah, I think he's just in the upper rooms.
Okay,
On
I'm
the
gonna
3rd floor.
call for her, and I'll be like, Inoki, you come down here right now. And
So,
we'll
Inoki,
just-
as you're finishing up your reading, you hear the panic screams of Elceris below you.
What the heck? I'll come down.
Come down to find Elceris staring at a window with the words "last call" written into it.
I think we might have a problem. I saw this being written by an invisible force, so it wasn't just Brackfoot, hallucinating or whatever. It wasn't like just a dream. I think there's something here. Do you know anything about ghosts?
Not exactly. I honestly, there's not much I know about that stuff, I guess. I've never really had to deal with it before.
Maybe we can find a book, or maybe burn some sage or something. That's all I know. Those are the steps. Or we can wait for everybody to get back.
If it makes you feel better, I do know a little protection spell. It only works on like one person at a time though.
I don't know if that's the solution here, since we all live in the house.
That's fair.
Did I finish making my little straps, though?
You did indeed.
Okay. Well, I got this done at least. Let's wait for the others to get back. But I don't really want to be alone in this house, you know?
Well, I mean, I'm here.
Yeah. So let's stick together for now and wait for them to get back.
Okay.
So you head over to the yawning portal, um, and as you walk in, uh, a uh, a guy kind of at one of the side tables waves his hand at you.
I'll walk over to that person waving at me.
As you walk over, another figure that was had his back to you stands up. It's actually the barkeep. He's kind of laughing and says, "Well, good to see you, DeVille. We'll catch you later," and heads back to the bar. And the figure, it's kind of an elderly gentleman with graying hair, and you can see on his right forearm is the same flying snake tattoo that you've seen on some of the dead bodies in the warehouse that you guys were in last session. And he says, "Desel?"
That's me. And I'll kind of sit down next to him.
He says, "Have a seat, my friend. Have a seat."
All right, and I'll sit across from him.
Like, so you got my message. Intriguing, yeah?
Hard to ignore, I'd say.
Well, let me just cut to the chase. I am with the Zhentarim, and we seek to take over control of the underground networks in the city. But we're being thwarted at every corner by this damn Xanathar guild and their psychopath leader.
Who is their leader?
It's a monstrous creature, a beholder. You ever heard of those?
In passing, but they're quite rare, aren't they?
Paranoid and psychotic. He wants to kill everyone. It's insanity, the plans that he has. Me and some friends, we came to Waterdeep years and years ago after adventuring throughout the Sword Coast, trying to claim fame and fortune. When we came here, we joined up with the Zhentarim. They seem to have a pretty good handle on this town. Underground things, gambling, prostitution, those sort of deals. But some crazy people from Kalimshan, the pirate city out to the west, they infiltrated and tried to take over the Xanathar. And when they failed, blamed it on us. It's been war ever since.
And why would the people from Kalimshar attack the Xanathar?
They thought they could take over. Those people are so arrogant out there. They think just because they live in the desert, they're tougher than everyone else.
Well, Waterdeep is a pretty central hub for a lot of trade and other activities, I'm sure.
Yes. Well, I won't bend your ear all day. The Zhentarim have big plans. And with us in charge, we'll be making lots and lots of money. If that's something that interests you, we have some missions to test your wiles and guiles.
I might very well be interested. What kind of tasks would you assign?
Someone's killing elves and half-elf sailors down in the dock ward. 3 dead so far, each one decapitated cleanly by a blade in the dead of the night. Look into it. Methinks the City Watch could use a little help.
And you said it was elves specifically being decapitated?
Elves and half elves.
Elves and
2 elves and a
half-elves.
half elf, but they seem to only be targeting them.
And where was that again? Near the docks?
Yeah, they're killing sailors in the dock wards.
Okay, in the dock wards, okay. When did these murders start happening?
Oh, a couple nights ago. They seem one every night for the past 3 nights.
Okay. And yeah, I know we said the dock wards, but are these attacks at random? Any sort of connection between the victims at all?
Unfortunately, that's all the information I have for you, my friend.
Hmm.
Not
Okay.
that I'm trying to hold it back so that you can figure it out for yourself as some guys. We just don't know anything else.
Hmm.
And all of our people are busy fighting these murderous Xanathars to find out more.
Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting. It might be something I might be able to help investigate.
Good. Sailors make up quite a bit of our coin down in the dock ward, as you can imagine. When they come in and get paid, they spend it all at the gaming tables and in the brothels.
Oh,
If they're killing half elves and elves, they might be too afraid to come ashore.
and the Zhentarim own a lot of the, gambling and brothels and things like that in the city.
Well, we try not to own things. Mostly we just get paid, protection.
Ah, I understand. Well, it's definitely something I'll be on the lookout for. Would there be any way to contact you, or are you going to contact me?
Put in a word with the barkeep if you complete the mission, and I'll send word to meet me again.
Okay. And I'll kind of give him a nod, and I'll be on my way.
All right. All right, you head back to the manor.
Yep.
All right. So Brackwater and Benedict probably show up just a hair before you, but we can just say that you all arrive back at the Yawning Portal, or sorry, at the Troll School Manor in the main room. About 2 hours till you gotta head out. What do you guys do?
Hey guys, guess what?
What?
We got a ghost problem.
Did you say something
Ghost?
too?
Yeah, same words you saw, except I saw them being written by an invisible force right in front of my eyes.
I think
Where?
I might have an. Oh, yeah, where?
Like in the window where my workshop is, I guess. / room.
Who it is?
You found out.
Apparently,
You found out who it was?
yeah,
Or who?
the bookstore. At the bookstore, the guy there helped me. Apparently, this used to be a tavern run by a half elf called Liff. And last night, I had a dream. Don't laugh. Where a barkeeper that was a half elf bit was creepy to me. I'm not going to get into it, but I think it might be him, Liff. So, does anybody know how to talk to ghosts? See if we can figure out what's going on.
Can't say I know how to do that.
What language do ghosts speak?
Well, I imagine it speaks common.
It's writing in common,
Well-
it sounds like.
That's true. I'll just say, like, hello, Lip, are you here?
No response.
I don't think he's here right now, so.
I mean, it's a ghost. Do they just go away at random times?
I don't know. I don't know how ghosts work. Did you find a book about ghosts?
No.
Oh,
To be fair, I didn't really look. I was mainly looking for history books. Can I just start walking around
does any
the first floor yelling "Liff"?
Yes, you can.
Liff! Liff! If you're there, say something, Liff!
Nothing.
are the windows dusty at all, or?
Yes, everything's covered in dust.
We should probably fix that.
Yeah, well, we can do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, I guess I should say I was contacted last night. Seems like there was a lot of contacts last night being made. One of the Zhentarim reached out to me specifically and wants to offer us some employment in exchange for some
Oh,
for some
those
work.
the people who kidnapped Floon?
Yes, they were. Yes.
What are you doing talking to
Okay.
them?
Well, they just sent me a message asking if I wanted to be a part of something bigger. So, not one to pass up information. So I went over there and kind of got a little bit of information out of the gentleman. And while he was telling me about some murders that were taking place down at the docks, doesn't seem to involve the Zhentarim at all, or they really wouldn't have brought this up to me. But there was some elves and half elves that are being murdered, at least over the last couple of nights, one a night. And the city guards don't seem to have their hands full, as you guys have seen throughout the city. With the Zhentarim a little bit, but also with the Xanathars. Anyways, he offered me a little bit of coin in order to investigate a little bit further, maybe find the culprit, the murderer. Of course, this is all to protect their financial interests at the end of the day, so they're not doing it out of the kindness of their heart, but, information is power, and these Zhentarim seem to be well connected throughout the city. Not to say we would be directly working for them, but, get a murderer off the streets at the very least, and make a little extra coin.
Well, that's something we can get back to later, I guess. We got a lot going on right now.
It's very true. I never formally agreed to anything. I just said I'd keep my eyes open. That's all. But I do know how to reach him if we ever need to get in contact with someone from the Zhentarim at the very least. I have that in my back pocket.
Hey.
But I think it's time for the opera.
We should be early, right?
Probably best we get there in with a little bit of extra time to spare.
Yeah, it's just about an hour before you guys need to leave. So you guys get cleaned up and get dressed. Is there any final things anybody wants to do before heading out?
Are we allowed to bring weapons?
Likely not. Even formal things like this, weapons are not allowed.
Okay. Can I
However,
just
your sneaky weapons, you're probably not gonna get patted down.
Okay. I'll bring my daggers then.
Yeah, that's what I figured with your little get up that you built.
Would I be able to conceal one of my daggers on me?
Yeah, a dagger's fine.
Okay, I'll take a dagger as well.
I will do the same.
Yeah, me too. Everyone's packing.
Fair enough. I think that's
Take a
probably
little-
where we'll end it
Yep.
for tonight, unless you guys want to do anything else.
Let's talk about decorating this place for another hour. How about
Yeah, you guys are good, but I'm kind of
that?
tapped out on shit to do, so we'll pick up with your heading down towards the opera next time.
Awesome.
Great.
All right, let's start talking designs, guys.
Cool. So like I said, if you guys want, you can take out some lines of credit and get like some stuff put in, and then the guy at the wood shop can build some stuff for you. You can also pick up basically anything or design it in any way you want. It just everything that you do costs a little money. And if you do get like a loan, you have to pay it back plus interest and stuff like every session or like every month or something. We'll figure it out. But I'll kind of give you guys free reign if you want to figure out what you want to do, so you can make it a home and pay back interest on the loan from adventuring, or you can start it into a business or whatever you want. You guys can do it as far or as much or as little as you want. Just let me know.
All right.
And it can be an ongoing thing too that we talk about for like 10 or 15 minutes each time.
Oh, sounds good to me.
All right, guys.
Mhm.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. Any any level ups yet?
Nope, not yet.
Woohoo!
Not yet. I gave you guys kind of the free level up from 1 to 2 before we started, so
Fair enough.
I appreciate it. I'd be dead.
Yeah. Well, I made the encounters a little harder too, so
That's all
but
good.
yeah, first level sucks. If you get hit once or a critical, you're just down. So, although Inoki got critical and went down anyway, so
Well, I'd already had some damage.
we'll probably level up after maybe 2 more sessions. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. We'll see you next week.
Alrighty.
See you next week.
Yep.
Thank you.
See ya.
Yeah.